Check 1 2 1 2, baby.
Check 1 2.
Yes, sir. Turn this one down a little bit. Go ahead, dog. Hit that. We're like flies in the summer, dog. We ain't going nowhere, dog. They're like, damn, Luck, you guys back again?
Man, you been working like crazy, big dog.
I've been working like a fucking prostitute on Figueroa, dog.
Hey,
you know what I mean? My pussy is worn the fuck out, dog.
I tapped in yesterday.
I got enough for one more.
I tapped in last night and I was like, damn, Lucky's still going. You're like on a marathon right now, big dog.
My pussy is raw right now, dog. You know what I mean? I gotta put a bag of peas on it right now. I used to know this one female, and you know when you're on a sick one, dog. Have you ever indulged in methamphetamine before?
I was on it for about 2 years back, a few years back. Well, a bunch of years back.
It's like a sex drug, dog.
Exactly.
You either jacking off or fucking a female, right? But there was this one female, bro, that you know, I might have been. I was probably a part of the rotation of smacking it, because I mean I'd tear it up, bro. But
hey, did she give you a number though? Because I knew females like that give you a number, like a bunch of around the homies, and she'll be like, "Hey, you're number 3," and then the homie will be arguing, "Nah, I want to be," and she'll be like, "Nah, fuck that. You know what? As a matter of fact, you 5, because you guys arguing and shit." Like,
bro, who is this female you're talking about, bro?
I can't mention her name because she married and shit now, you know. But
what kind of pull does she have to be in your neighborhood giving motherfuckers numbers, talking about who's fucking first? Like, what the fuck is this shit, dog? Is this the GR office, bro? She got the little ticket thing right there.
Hey, and then when she was done, she'd be like, "You guys owe me some money." Like, what the fuck? The hell? Nobody ever agreed to any number and shit. Fuck. But my bad, I interrupted you, dog.
No, you're good, brother. You're good. That was a bit of interesting, bro. You know, I've never heard of that before. But yeah, this is Hood Stocks, right? You hear about all kinds of crazy stuff. And with that said, I want everybody to give a warm welcome for 48 Ways, baby. Yes, sir. Dots finally connected. Yeah, we were talking a little bit a minute ago, and we've talked a few years back.
Yeah,
I'm glad that finally, you know, things were able to, you know, make sense and come together, and here we are now, brother.
Yeah, everything has its timing, dog.
Yeah, everything has its timing. Sometimes you got to be patient.
Yep. I learned patience,
and I appreciate the fellas sometimes, because sometimes they come and holler at me, and I just kind of like, you know, I'm just kind of like weighing out what I'm doing, or sometimes to keep it a buck with you, brother. Sometimes I'm not writing it down. I'm not.
You're freestyling it.
Yeah, I'm just like grabbing it, and then the dude that sometimes I'll go back and I'll be like, damn, where'd this Google? What was his name again? About this, that, and I'll try to find it. You know, and it happens like that. So if you're listening right now, sometimes you guys just fucking, you know,
consistency.
Come back and holler at me again, you know, and I'll be like, oh shit, my bad, you know. But anyways, what side of town are you from, brother?
I'm from Anaheim. I'm from Anaheim, California. I was born and raised in Orange County. Started off in Santana, you know, with like eight different little families in one house, you know, and then we integrated into Anaheim, and like at the end of second grade, we moved to Anaheim, and been from Anaheim ever since, dog. And I'm from right there, the neighborhood, they call it Hoodlums in Anaheim, the Hoodlums. So that's where we at and shit. Yeah, it's been a long journey, but yeah, we're from Anaheim.
That's right, brother. Well, Anaheim in the casa, Orange County, stand the fuck up, baby. What's up? Yes, sir. Don't play with it. Appreciate you, my G. Appreciate you. You do music too, right?
Yeah, I mess with music.
You still fucking with music?
Yeah, I've been messing with music since I was a kid, dog. I'm messing with it now. I came home in 2020 and got right to the music, but I fell into a record label, but for Spanish music, and I fell into it. It's called La Finarte. It's a Grammy Award big label. I fell into the management department, so I started searching for, you know, artists, finding artists that do Spanish music.
Okay.
So I tapped into I put all my music aside to try to blow somebody up, you know. Try to get I got some artists signed and shit like that, you know. I've been in the studio with Peso Pluma before he blew up, you know, before he was anybody, you know. I don't know if you had Sad Boy Loco on here before. I've been in the studio with Sad Boy Loco, trying to put a project together with Sad Boy Loco and a big group called Dos Carnales before. Okay. You know, I've done shit with El Fantasma, because the Fantasma, Dos Carnales, Voz de Mando, like, these are all big fucking Grammy Award winning artists that are on this label that I fuck with, you know. That's dope, and my boy is a CEO. So yeah, I got into the music, the business side of it, and I just fell in love with it, and I put my own music aside to try to blow somebody up, try to get somebody an opportunity to change their lives, you know. And I just fell in love with it because I'm a homie, dog. Like, you know, a lot of people use that word homie around like they a homie, but I'm really a homie, dog. Like I like to look out for homies, you know. I like to look out for people, you know. If I could change your life some way, dog, that I'm good with that, you know. So I put my music aside, and then once I started doing that, I started seeing the business side of the music. You know, recently I was like feeling like Kanye West. I can rap too, you know. Yeah. I can rap too, you know. So here I am, dog.
You know what? I think you're very smart, bro, in the sense of sometimes cats, bro, they're just so selfish, man. They're so selfish, and they just want to be in the light. They want to be in the light. They feel that it's them before anybody else, but it's sometimes you got to read the room and see what it do. You feel me? And if there's opportunity for you to play a different position, I'll say that's just as powerful, bro. Because I'll tell you this right now: these motherfucking musical moguls and all these people in these different positions and these, you know, amazing record labels that's doing great things, right? Bro, they getting just as much pussy, bro, as the fucking artist, homie.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Exactly.
Yeah,
maybe more.
And even more. And they're getting money too.
Even more, because a lot of these artists, you see big artists. I'll give you a perfect example, dog. Santa Fe Clan, the biggest Mexican rapper in the fucking world, dog. Santa Fe Clan used my homeboy's fucking penthouse suite in Vegas to shoot his video with Luis Conriquez, dog, another big ass singer. And the homie is just a project manager for Afinarte, and they use his penthouse suite and the homie's production team to shoot the video, and he's behind the scenes. He's never even seen, but he got more money than these artists, dog. And and that's what I learned. So when I was in the studio and putting together these projects with these big artists, you know, and I've been around some big ass artists, dog, that at one point were on the top of that mountain, and now they ain't there. But I think about it, like, I study them, and I think like, damn, why isn't this person on top of that mountain anymore? Because just what you said, dog, selfish. Yeah. They ain't trying to put nobody on. You know, they want it all for themselves. So if you keep it going, dog, that's the problem with Raza, though. That's the problem we have. Why do you think the cartels kill each other, dog? Because the Raza, we have a problem with. Me personally, I don't, but Raza has a problem with seeing the next man doing it bigger, you know, or doing it big, because they're like, fuck that.
Envious and jealous.
You know what I'm saying?
Jealousy, yeah, is a real disease, man.
It's a disease, dog.
It's a disease, man.
That jealousy and envy can fuck people up, for real.
Absolutely, man. Opposed to them just trying to get in where they fit in, or maybe instead of, you know, maybe befriending them, you know what I mean? Trying to, you know, yeah, brother, it is what it is. That's life, right?
Yeah.
That's the yin and the yang, baby. You know what I mean? You know, it creates balance for the good and the worse.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, can you imagine if it wasn't like that? If it was just one-sided, bro? Yeah. You know, it just, the world wouldn't be able to spin properly. You know what I mean? We'd be out of whack. Exactly. We'd be out of balance. So so I understand it, bro. There's going to be some haters, and there's going to be some congratulators. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just like we got evil, you know? We have to have evil. Yeah. You know, in order to have good, we got to have evil.
And I ain't going to lie, depending on who we might be talking about, I might be in the middle of that spectrum, bro. I mean, I don't like to use the hate word hate, because it's just a strong word.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a very strong word. I like maybe dislike. I'll dislike an individual, bro. Yeah. Or maybe, you know, sometimes, you know how we are. Sometimes we ain't fucking with somebody, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And it could be the most pettiest thing. It can be maybe them looking at 48 ways underneath the microscope and just waiting for you to say something or put up a post that they don't agree with, and now it confirms of how they felt.
Oh, it's happened. It's happened.
How they feel about you, you know what I mean? Like, I knew it. I didn't like this dude.
Yeah. I know. It happens.
motherfuckers are, you know,
It happens.
It's a doggy dog world, and it is what it is. But with that said, brother, you know, congratulations, and it shows a lot of maturity about you as the man that you are, that can say, hey, you know what, let me play a different fucking position. You know what I mean? Especially if your boy is, you said he running the label?
My boy's the CEO of that label.
Okay, so he the CEO, so that's your boy, you know what I mean? Like, all right, bro, let me try doing something else, dog.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's how I always feel about with the guys right here at Hoodstocks, you know what I mean? Not everybody has to be in front of a camera. Exactly. You know what I mean? There's other ways to utilize this platform, you know? There's other ways to utilize this platform, but sometimes there might be other individuals, and I'm speaking in general, they'll be like, fuck it, I can do everything that Lucky does. I can go in the thing, all right, you know what I mean? You know, and sometimes, you know, I'll give him a look. You know what I mean? I'll give him a look, couple looks, blah, blah, and see what you do with it, brother. You know what I mean? You know, shit, I ain't opposed to it. You know what I mean? Shit.
Honestly, dog, I fuck with your platform, dog, and I tapped in last night for a bit, and I honestly was watching. I was like, damn, Lucky just went on this fucking run, because you went to Texas, Arizona, right? Or some shit like that?
I drove there, bro, so I was in everything in between, bro. You know what I mean?
So then you got back and did like a couple episodes, right? So
this is our 4th episode in a row.
So last night I tapped in and I was like, damn, this motherfucker working, dog.
Working, baby.
Working.
Well, when I quit my job, bro. I quit my day job because I said, you know what, brother? It's like this, you know? Sometimes we feel that we can do something different, or maybe, you know, I mean, what makes you happy, especially when you do so much time in your life, and then maybe you're boxed into a job that it's not really your passion. You don't really like it, kind of sucks, but it's great pain, like my job, right?
Yeah.
I'm not in love with doing electrical work. No how, no way, bro. And there are far more smarter dudes in my trade than I am, and they're just young. They came into the trade fresh out of high school type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was the apprenticesaurus in the apprentice when I was taking it, you know what I mean? The older dude in the class with a bunch of fucking youngsters, smart dudes, bro, smart dudes. And some of the dudes were middle-aged too. And but anyways, what I'm saying is, you only live once, man.
Once.
You only live once. And, you know, unless you believe in the reincarnation of coming back, afterlife, and it's possible, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But I want to live my best life right now, and I'm making up for years lost. And I love what I do right here, you know. And so I had to tell myself, look, you dumb motherfucker, like, you have created a pretty cool, solid platform, bro. Half-assly, you know what I mean? Drunk, shroomed out, fucking up interviews. Sometimes I do a good interview. And I said, you know what? Enough is enough. Let's stop playing these games, you know, and let's fucking lock it in. Let's do it right. Mahale will always be there, dog, because I'm a journeyman electrician. Looking, so it's always gonna be there.
Yeah.
You know, I can go and get a job, you know. But I said, let me try my best with Hoodstocks right now. And the past few weeks, I've been trying my best, you know what I mean, at this, you know, and because I have a lot of experience doing interviews, so I am capable of giving a good interview, and I'm very capable of fucking off an interview too, but I'm trying not to do that no more.
I could even hear you doing some radio shit, dog.
Yeah, well, this is the radio. This is the modern radio.
Yeah, this is podcast.
Yeah,
you know, but I could, you know, you got that voice, dog. You got a voice that attracts people, you know. They want to tap in, dog. Like, honestly, like when I first discovered Hoodstocks, you know, I was like, damn, this shit is dope as fuck, dog. You're doing your shit, so this is your calling, dog. This is your calling, and you're going with it. You know what?
Maybe my voice helps empower my spirit. You know what I mean? Because my spirit, I'm not a fucking bad person, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't like, I've done some dirty shit in my life, dog, but that's been all on drugs and on the streets type of shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it kind of comes with the territory. Sometimes you got to fight dirt with dirt. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know, if somebody throws mud at me and then I shit in my hand and throw them shit at them, I mean, it's fair game, right?
Fair game.
Yeah, it's fair game. You know, we fighting dirty, right?
Yeah.
You know, I just took it up another level and shit. But anyways, I think this point in my life, and my homies would say the new Lucky, and that's the Lucky that's fucking kind of changed it around, you know. But anyways, I think my spirit, people know my spirit by now, and I'm a dick, I'm an asshole. I like to talk shit, but I got a good heart, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we wanna, you know, anyways, brother, enough about me. This is about you. Let's get into your story, brother. You talked about growing up in Anaheim. I mean, did you have moms and pops in your life?
Yeah, I had moms and pops.
Hold on before we get in there. You're also on federal. Is that right?
Yeah, federal probation.
Federal probation right now. You know what I mean? So you just got out from
2020. They hit me with 5 years probation. Yeah.
Okay, you just got out 2020. Yeah. And how much time did you do in the feds?
I did almost 7 years. I did 6 years, 10 months on a 10-year sentence.
Okay, cool. So what I want to do is I'm kind of setting the table right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. So give people to understand what we're getting into, and so they can understand that it's not only a rap dude. It's not only a dude working in a record label, managing artists, but this is a street dude that's done federal time on federal probation right now, and is changing your life, has changed your life and how you were living previously. But let's get into how you were living before and how you were raised up. Mom and pops were in your life?
Yeah, mom and pops were in my life. Pops was there all the time, but pops was in Guadalajara a lot, in Mexico a lot. Growing up, I wouldn't see pops for like sometimes 3 months at a time. He was doing his thing and shit. And moms, I got away with a lot of shit because of moms, because moms was raising me, my brother, and my sister, and so elementary, I went to a badass elementary, got my ass kicked a bunch of times,
Why was it a badass elementary? I've never heard anyone say I went to a badass elementary, bro. Explain that to me real quick.
In elementary is when I discovered like the gangs.
Okay. Badass in that sense.
Yeah, badass, dog. At my elementary, dog, and if there's anybody that went to Horseman Elementary in Anaheim, dog, they'll vouch. There was motherfuckers in 6th grade pulling up to the school in G-Rides, dog.
Okay, that's different. Yeah.
And I was, I was like in 3rd grade looking at motherfuckers in 6th grade pulling up in G-Rides and shit, and like, damn, these motherfuckers with the business,
Yeah.
Dickies. White shirts, and fucking Cortezes. That's what I wanted, That's what I wanted at the time and shit. But I was looking at something else. When I was a kid, I was looking at something else, which was the dope game, Something attracted me to the dope game when I was a kid. So, as far as the gangs, I wanted to be from a hood, because I grew up with my homeboys and shit like that. And but my eyes were on money, I knew that money would make you, I guess you could say, happy and shit,
Because were you raised up without any money?
Part of my childhood, yeah.
Little poverty?
Yeah. Okay. I experienced that.
Yeah.
I experienced that.
But when you talked about pops going back and forth to Mexico and shit, it seemed like you didn't really see him a lot, and he'd pop up once in a while. It seemed like you.
I seen him a lot.
You seen him a lot.
I seen him a lot,
but he was always away.
He would be traveling a lot.
Okay, so was he still taking care of the family?
Yeah.
Okay.
He'd be in Guadalajara, and I'll call him like, "What the fuck? Like, I need this," and he like, "Don't trip, I got you." And like somebody will show up to my house and take care of whatever the fuck we needed, type shit.
He seemed like he might have been some type of important person.
My pop's from Michoacan, big dog, and he's retired now, but he's 64. He did time too, but he's in Guadalajara. We from Michoacan. My family's from Michoacan, and pops, we've been in Guadalajara since fucking way back in the days, dog. So
deep roots.
Yeah, dog. Yeah.
With deep roots come connections. And we don't got to talk about that. I'm not implying any type of criminal activity, but I'm just saying, right?
Exactly.
Excuse me on that one, brother. But
I mean, my pops when he got busted, he ran paisa. So I mean, he's paisa.
Yeah.
I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, because that's all, my bro. Roots. I'm
absolutely.
first generation. I'm first generation of my family. Being here. So now we're called Chicanos.
Yeah.
So that's, pops was traveling a lot, doing his thing and shit, come back, buy a new whip and shit like that. So I was like, damn, what the fuck,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
So I was intrigued.
Yes, sir. Yeah, absolutely. That's interesting. That's probably another whole nother story right there.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story.
That's a whole nother story. So then moms, you said, living with moms, you kind of get away with stuff, because, moms will be moms, right?
Yeah.
A little bit lenient sometimes depending on, what she's going through. But did moms hold a job, or was she just a kind of like a household, hold the fort down?
Yeah, she didn't have to work much.
There it is there then. Yeah,
there was one point where she did have to work, like a lot, because my pop, something happened, and my pops hit rock bottom, big dog. He hit rock bottom, and it just something happened within the family, you know, that it affected him. One of his boys got taken out, you know, and he it affected him. He turned to drugs, you know. He never was abusive or violent or any of that shit. He kept that to himself. But my pops, like, I remember looking back, I remember him like building a whole fucking engine like 2 a.m. type shit, you know. And now I'm like, fuck that shit. And I remember like one time, since my pops was a player, you know, at the same time too.
Yeah.
So I remember one time my mom's packed us up and we left. We went to go stay somewhere else and shit. And then one time I snuck back to the house, right? I snuck away. I snuck back to the house and I caught my pops. He was sleeping, dog, in the couch with a pistol next to him. And I was like, I was a kid in elementary. So, you know, at the time I was like, what the fuck? What's going on here? At first I was like, damn, I hope this motherfucker ain't trying to commit suicide, you know?
Yeah.
But he wasn't. He was just a little paranoid at the same time, you know?
Yeah.
But, you know, like you said, if you do some research, my bad, if you do some research, big dog, there's like books and shit. There's a book called The Last Nautical, especially on that book. It'll tell you one of the first place that ever seen methamphetamine was the city of Anaheim in California. And that's no cap. That's serious. Like one of the first places to ever see the methamphetamine, because remember it used to be speed, right?
Yeah.
So it turned into methamphetamine.
I love speed too. They had the White Rock, they had the pink champagne, they had the peanut butter, bro. I put that shit on the foil,
peanut
bro.
butter, exactly.
I put that, homie. I didn't even have to smoke it because I had smoked it back then. Even in the beginning, I introduced a lot of my homies since like mid '90s, early. You know what I mean, on that shit, dog. Because everyone was smoking the frios, they were smoking the P doggies. You know what I mean? They were smoking you know, having the Gataga, whatever, dog. Right? All the old school shit, right?
Yeah,
you know, the crack cocaine, baby. So I smell the peanut butter and it makes me want to take a shit, dog. You know, just smelling that shit, be like, damn, that shit.
Hell
you know,
yeah,
but man, that was different shit. So methamphetamine started coming over and it hit Anaheim first.
Anaheim was one of the first places to ever see methamphetamine in fucking California, dog. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. It's true. It's a fact.
Yeah.
It's a fact, dog.
Yeah.
Because at that time, dog, I'll tell you, dog, at that time, the only place you were getting the ephedrine from was Thailand, big dog. And Thailand, the ephedrine was going from Thailand to Guadalajara, and from Guadalajara to the U.S. and shit, you know. And they were turning it into, you know, back then they were cooking the IE, they were cooking LA, they were cooking Orange County. Nowadays they don't cook that shit no more over here, you know. But back then they were cooking it, and one of the first places, dog, that methamphetamine hit was Anaheim. And I'm not talking about like it hit the streets, where I'm talking about where it hit like laboratories type shit, you know.
Okay.
Where they call it oficinas, offices, where they big loads were hitting, you know, and Anaheim was a hub, you can say, right?
Yeah.
I didn't see it, and nobody told me, but reading books and shit like that, I seen a book, I seen some shit while I was gone that I was like, what the fuck? And you got these old ass cats, 70, 80 years old, telling stories and shit, and I'm like, damn. You know, I'm like, damn, okay.
Well, Los Angeles, now we know who's at fault. There's some motherfuckers laughing right now with 3 teeth in their mouth, bro. You know what I mean? And they're like fucking punching the air. Fucking Anaheim.
Fucking Anaheim. Fucking Anaheim.
Yeah, my boy. I was losing teeth from that shit too, dog. One time I was trying to mac on a fucking female, on a fucking good one, twisting the pookie, and all of a sudden a tooth fell out my mouth. You know what I mean? And I got that shit and I put it in my pocket and I was like, fuck. This is some bullshit. I swear.
She tasted blood, She tasted blood.
No, she tasted blood. No, bro, methamphetamine rots your fucking teeth.
It does,
bro.
dog.
Like the tooth didn't fall out where there was blood. It just like chipped off like a porcelain pottery thing that you just tip over and it cracks, bro. The methamphetamine is no joke, bro.
It ain't no joke.
Meth mouth is real, bro. When I got out this past 10 years ago, bro, I started working on my teeth, homie, because for one thing, not only did I have I had a couple, I lost a couple along the way, bro, but This is me being transparent. This isn't about me, but it's a funny story with the methamphetamine, dog. I always had gap teeth, bro. I had gap teeth, So I was like, I don't really even ever. I always smiled even before the meth hit the grill, dog. I still cover my mouth because I always had gap teeth, and the homies in the penitentiary would always, because I'd be in clowning sessions on the yard with these fools, dog, and they always went at me about my teeth, fool. They say on lockdowns when the hoodles come and serve our trays, they throw it in my fucking sword slocks. They didn't want to get fucking bit. You know what I mean? Like these motherfuckers, man, homie. The homies are ruthless, bro.
Yeah,
but then we find something what's wrong with them, dog. You know what I mean? And we go on them about that. But I'm the king of clowning on the yard. Not the king of clown, but one of the fools right there with doing all that stupid shit, dog. That's how I pass my time. But anyways, back to you, bro. So Anaheim was the hub of methamphetamine. Let's get back to the badass elementary school.
Yeah, I went to an elementary where there was probably close to 5 different gangs that went there.
Damn,
and I didn't want to be part of none of them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I got beat up a few times because they were trying to recruit me and shit.
Yeah.
So I had to catch some fades and I got beat up, dog. I'm not gonna lie, I got beat up a few times, or a bunch of times and shit. Show up home with a fucking black eye and shit, and family be like, what the fuck? We got getting pops and like my uncles going and knocking on doors and shit, because I got beat up, and a lot of times I got beat up by, I was fucking 5th grade, dog, getting beat up by like a 7th, 8th grader and shit, and that shit wasn't cool. But along the lines, once I got older and I saw the ones I saw that beat me up, dog, I got my run back. But yeah, dog, I had to learn how to fight and shit like that because, it was part of the process though.
Yeah,
it was part of the process, but
you adapt, right?
Yeah,
you adapt.
Yeah,
with the surroundings, with the the temperature in the air.
Yeah,
and you either go sink or swim, right?
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Next thing you know, you were floating on your back. Yep. You know what I mean? Like, what's happening? You know what I mean? Shit, professional right here. I get it, dog. And a lot of people can't put their, let's say this too, I want to throw this in too, like an elementary school where there's 5 fucking gangs, bro, and they're trying to recruit, you know what I mean? Like, and then you got the regular fools that are trying to say, they just trying to eat their peanut butter and jelly and milk, dog. Yeah. And all these little motherfuckers, dog, bro, that's a different, and not all elementary schools are like that, so that makes sense about you saying it was a badass elementary school. That shit was active as fuck.
Yeah, it was active, dog. It was active for real, it was active and shit. I wasn't into those neighborhoods. Now, don't get me wrong. It ain't like there was like 20 motherfuckers from each hood. It was like 4 from one hood, 3 from the other one. A couple from the other one. Shit like that. So walking home and shit. One day I might walk home with a couple of one of the hoods, and they might be like, "Hey, what's up, dog? You gonna join us and shit like that?" And because 7th grade, big dog, 7th grade is usually the
junior high. Yeah,
junior high is usually the grades where everybody starts going into the neighborhood they're gonna become from.
Well, you know what it is, right? It's when puberty hits, bro.
Yep.
You start getting fucking hair in your balls, bro.
Yep.
I remember when the first time I got hair in my balls, bro, I had 3 fucking long ass hairs. And I said, what the fuck? This shit ain't growing out evenly. You know what I mean? What's wrong with my nuts? I thought something was wrong with my nuts, dog. Because I just had 3 long ones, bro. Yeah. You remember when you started puberty, sir?
Shit. Yeah, I kind of do. Because I remember in elementary, I was like in 6th grade, dog. And
damn, you start, 6th grade, well, it depends on the elementary. Some go up to 6th grade. But usually junior high goes to 6th to 8th.
Yeah, over there in Anaheim, it's 7th and 8th only, junior high.
Okay. Yeah. Talk to me. There
and I know other cities got like
6th, 7th, and 8th. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So 6th grade, I was because I went to that elementary I was telling you, Horseman. I went there till like 5th grade, and once 5th grade was done, my mom was like, "Fuck that, you ain't going there no more. You got beat up these many times, like you getting in trouble all these times because even though I got beat up a few times, I'm still getting in the mix of shit, being a bad kid in a way, So she was like, "Fuck that, I'm switching you schools." So she switched me to another school down the street from there, and it was like more of a preppy school, you could say. It was no private school or nothing. It was still
it was a
public
better school, bro.
It was a better school,
Yeah,
better school. But I remember I honestly, I'm not gonna bullshit. I was good at basketball growing up, so I remember I was all cholito and shit, and fucking my first day of that school in 6th grade. I remember walked up. I'll never forget, big dog. I walked up to the playground and shit, and I was like, "Hey, can I play?" They didn't want to let me play because I looked all fucking cholo and shit.
Yeah.
So they were like, "Man, this fool, what the fuck? This cholo want to fucking play basketball and shit. He just gonna try to start some shit."
Yeah.
But they eventually let me play and shit, and that school taught me a lot. You know, taught me how to mingle with other types of kids that.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Absolutely.
Because now I went from a school that was mainly majority, you can say 99.9% raza, to a school that had white kids,
Yeah.
you know, a couple black kids, you know, and raza, of course, and Asians.
Integration, yeah.
Integration. So
Yeah.
I learned, like, I was like, oh shit, like it's beautiful to see, you know, other races and how they live, you know.
Absolutely.
So I was intrigued by that. So that shit kind of helped me and shit.
And then you can start getting invited to some of those birthday parties.
Yeah.
And you the
yeah.
only one, you only the only kid at the birthday party punched in the air. Like, damn, this is what it's supposed to be like?
Hey, you know what? I had a birthday party like in the 6th, it was like the 6th grade, dog, and I invited nothing but girls.
Damn, you've been a maniacs for a long time then, fool.
I was.
Yeah, and when did you? I remember when I lost my virginity. How old were you when you lost your virginity? And there's like these two grown dudes talking about losing your virginity. But hey, we're sharing a story, dog. Like, cause I lost it late. That's why I want to say. When did you get your first piece of pumpkin pie or apple cobbler?
Man,
cherry.
You put me on the spot on that one, big dog.
I didn't lose mine until the 9th grade, bro. Because
I'll
tell you this, in the 8th grade, remember when I said I had those 3 hairs, bro? they stood there for a long time, just those 3 hairs. I said, what's up with everybody else, bro? You know what I mean? Everybody else coming around. So not to the 9th grade, because you can't pull out your shit with 3 hairs, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Because back then, there was no such thing as shaving your shit. You feel me?
No such thing.
Yeah. So 9th grade, finally I got the full fucking, the chic rug, the shag carpet, bro. And it was time to get busy, baby. But anyways, random conversation. I apologize, dog.
It's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good.
That's what we do right here.
We having a good time, big dog.
Absolutely, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, brother, I appreciate you, bro. Hey, bro, I'm liking this, dog. So, you get to this school. Obviously, you're able to experience just different cultures, right?
Yeah, different cultures.
Different cultures, and that helps a young man's, upbringing, right? His growth.
Yeah, it helps. It helps a lot because now you want to go from, you're like, okay, I'm over here wearing fucking dickies and fucking white or black tees. Now I want to wear like other shit, you know? Like, oh shit, these motherfuckers got shit from like Miller's Outpost and shit like that.
Sheesh, shout out to Miller's Outpost. What was the something blues?
Anchor
Blues, baby. Anchor Blues, homie. Come on now.
Yeah.
Look at, shout out to, what was that, Trust Dog? He said, Lucky made it all awkward.
Shit.
Shout out to the Goonies, baby. You know how we do it right here, talking about 3 hairs on nuts and this, that.
Hey, before I forget though,
yeah,
the homie Buzzard told me to tell you what's up, dog.
Buzzard from 18?
Buzzard from 18.
Sheesh, that's my boy right there.
That's the boy.
That's my dog right there.
That's the homie, dog.
Buzzard from 18.
Buzzard from 18,
yeah,
dog.
I only know one Buzzard. And that's from 18,
one Buzzard.
Yeah, I only know Buzzard from 18, dog. That's my G right there, dog.
Yeah, he told me to tell you what's up.
Damn, dog.
Before I forget.
Yes, sir. Yeah, tell him to holler at me. We done time together, dog, and he was doing big things back then, you know what I mean? Even
was he?
Yeah.
Was he? Was he, big dog?
Yes.
I know somebody it has a big career because of him.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
A big artist.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't have to mention who it is, but
sure,
a big fucking Mexican rapper is big because of Buzzard and them homies that were doing it back then.
Hey, sometimes you gotta get some of that money and put it into a positive movement. I'd say that, right?
Yeah.
You know, I'd say that, and I ain't mad about that either. You know what I mean? Opposed to putting it into something fucking, you know. Anyways, so I mean, you're in this fucking school, bro, where you get there's multiple cultures, and you're starting to, like you said, learn how to talk to different people that don't look like you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, where did it all go bad at, bro? Was it the high school? What happened?
Nah, it was probably the weekends, going to the neighborhood and kicking it with my cousins and the homies and shit.
There it is. There. Yeah.
You know, because my mom, as much as you know, I was a knucklehead. My mom was trying to be strict, but it wasn't really working because you know, one thing I learned in life is that if you got kids and it's similar to a bar of soap, dog. If you go grab a bar of soap and you try to squeeze the fuck out of a bar of soap, it's gonna slip out your hands.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's really kind of what happened with my mom. She wasn't trying to buy me like I had to beg her to buy me fucking like Dickies and Friscos and Solos and shit like that, you know. Yeah. So I had to beg her, dog. Like I had to like beg her and then get my dad involved and shit. And since my dad was like here and there, it was like, yeah, just do it, you know, and shit like that. So my mom's had to, you know, going to fucking talk to the principal, and the principal didn't know no Spanish, so I'm translating fucking what the fuck I want to say.
Hey, that's comedy, bro. I'm sure you're not the only one that's done that, man.
Nah, I'm not the only one that's done any of the shit I done, you know?
She's like, your son is failing. Hey, mom, she says that I'm doing okay. I'm doing pretty good. That's funny, bro.
Yeah, that was the type of shit like that, yeah.
This is shit you see in like movies or just shows, bro. That's fucking hilarious,
and
bro.
Then she'd be like, did you tell your mom why you got suspended and you got sent home early? And I'll be like, Mom, she just wants you to know that the other day when I went home early, it was because I had a headache.
Yeah.
Shit like that, dog.
Yes, sir. As you should. You should, brother.
Yeah.
So you going back to your family. Your family obviously was kind of integrated into the street, so to speak. Safe to say.
Through me and my cousins.
Yeah. So that's kind of what got you in on that, like, you know, with the street stuff,
yeah,
right?
because we didn't know, like, I'm first generation, so my family didn't know. Like, my mom didn't know, you know, until later on. She didn't know, like, what the fuck I was transitioning to, you know? She didn't know that, you know, because at that time, remember, it was like slick back hair with a hairnet and shit, you know? So moms didn't know that was like gang related in a way, you know?
She just thought you were trying to, you know, keep your shit right.
Yeah, she thought I was just trying to, you know, ironing my clothes and shit, creasing my fucking pants and shit, you know, listening to oldies and shit. It's like, it's crazy because it's like oldies and creasing your pants is like it's passed on, you know? It just keeps getting passed on and you're there and shit and you're just transitioning. And moms, she didn't really catch that. And pops was always working, you can say, you know? So, you know, they didn't really catch it, you know?
Thank you, brother.
So the weekends would come around and I would go spend time with my cousins and the homies in the neighborhood and shit, spend the night and shit and wake up early, you know, and you know, it wasn't all bad and shit. We played a lot of sports and shit like every hood, you know. So, you know, played a lot of sports, woke up early, you know, try to sneak out, shit like that, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of style of life that a lot of kids have, regardless of, you know, if it's, you know, they do, period, sneaking out and, you know, it's what kids do, man. Hopefully my girls don't ever do that because, man, I'm going to be tripping. But anyways,
I got a daughter too, dog. I got a daughter. She's 12, dog. And, you know, it's funny because, you know, these kids now, like the other day, recently, they asked her if she was afraid of the rides at Disneyland because she'd be getting on all the rides and shit, all the big rides and shit, right? So they asked her, like, hey, you ain't scared of the fucking rides? And one of her tias was like, you fucking kidding me? She goes to school with nothing but Edgars. You think she's gonna be fucking scared of fucking Disneyland rides? So I'm like, God damn, like, you know, that's the life we live in.
Fucking Edgars, man. They're fucking little cute motherfuckers, huh? Just a bunch of little funny haircuts and shit, dog. You just want to pick them up and burp them real quick, dog. You know what I mean?
Man.
You know? Nah, shout out to the Edgars, man.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, they got a real movement going on.
They got a movement. Yeah, they got a movement.
They got a movement going on,
you
brother.
You can't take nobody for granted, dog.
No, no, you got to watch out with some of them Edgars. Some of the Edgars are fucking, you know, they gang members, bro.
Yeah, they gang members, dog.
That motherfucking Edgar will get your ass, homie.
Will get you, dog.
Yeah,
dog.
Yeah, I keep it. You know, sometimes when you live past you thought you were gonna live, right, so to speak, you start getting a little older. You know, you think about it, you know, the time and era that you're in, you know, hey, you got to watch out with some of them Edgars too. Like a dude like me, bro. Like, I ain't fucking, you know.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking with them little motherfuckers, dog. Don't fuck with me, I ain't gonna fuck with you, dog.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Because I've had some situations where it came from someone that didn't even look like that, bro. Random shit, dog. You turn it to some other shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so, you know, as you learn as you go. But anyway, so high school. How was high school for you, bro?
High school was fights. gang banging. That's when, you know, it was already active. I was active in my city. I was active, dog. I was trying to make a name for myself, you know, trying to go from high school to high school and shit, and in the mornings, you know, go high school to high school, try to fight the other sides and shit. And, you know, it was a lot of fights, a lot of suspensions, get kicked out, juvenile hall, you know, went to juvenile hall and shit, you know, was active. I was active, dog. I'm not gonna bullshit. You know, I was active and shit.
I was juvenile hall, going to juvenile hall for the first time.
You know what's funny, dog? I'll tell you a story. And when I first got busted juvenile hall, I got busted with my homeboy. We're crimies, and I remember we're like in a holding cell, right? And I tell the homie, because I was 15 years old, so I tell my homeboy was like 17 or some shit. He had already been to juvenile hall. So I look at him and I tell him, hey, dog, we don't get along with nobody. And he was like, yeah, we don't. And I was like, fuck, because my neighborhood, we didn't really get along with anybody, you know? So I'm like, damn, dog, you know what? The first motherfucker that hit me up, dog, I'm just gonna rank out. And he looked at me and he was like, what the fuck? So they move us, right? The first motherfucker that came and hit me up, dog, is a big ass boy, dog. And he, as soon as he asked me where I was from, I jumped up and banged on him, dog. So I was like, later on, I was like, damn, it wasn't in me. I couldn't rank out. I just stopped because I was in a new situation where you got
so you were serious when you said that. You weren't just fucking with them.
I was kind of like, you know, because it's juvenile hall, dog. I'm 15 years old now. I'm like, okay, I've been gangbanging the streets.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. But that's just a kind of a funny way to go into it. So you're like, hey, you know what, dog? I'm going to tell you right now.
I'm going to tell you right now, you know? So he was like, get the fuck out of here. Because he knew how I was. And naturally, I just couldn't.
Yeah, exactly.
I just couldn't.
But it crossed your mind.
I'm not going to lie. It crossed my mind like, damn. Because we had so many enemies. It was like, fuck, I'm just going to have to catch a beating.
I want to say something real quick, bro. One time, so I've had, you know, and being in the game, sometimes you'll question yourself. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And I'll say like later on in the game, and I questioned myself one time. I was in a cell. I was in the hole. Right, and my cellie had to go, and I got the. It's a funky situation how it happened, but anyways, while I was walking up to a cell, I had been in the oil already, dog, and the homies they already knew me, dog. They're going like this to me, dog, about the dude that I was walking in with, dog, and the dude was ahead of me. We were both getting escorted and shit, dog, right? And so the Huda sees all the homies like this going in the window to me, right? And they go, my last name is Colos, right? They go, hey, Colos, tell me right now, man, we'll squash this fucking move out right now. We'll squash this move out. I said, what you talking about, fool? Everything's good and shit, you know what I mean? Long story short, I end up getting fucking the tray slot opens up and they were hitting the mace. They're hitting me with the little things of mace of me and this fool while we're in there, dog, for us to get down. You know what I mean? To get down. They're squirting a little mace thing, and then all of a sudden they said, well, this little mace shit ain't working, dog. So I see a fucking black hose, dog. You know what I mean? Slap in there, dog, and all of a sudden, you know what I mean? And it's like a fire extinguisher hose of mace. And what that chemical does, dog, is it goes like this, and it takes out all the oxygen in the small cell, bro. And so all of a sudden, because the dude was pounding the door and I was on him, like he was in between me and the door. He was trying to he's the one that was trying to, you know, whatever. He was trying to get out of there, bro. Anyways, so when that happened, bro, fucking, you know what I mean? So I had mace because I was in my boxers from just fucking head to toe, dog. And it burned so bad. I've been hit with mace, but I've never been hit with that type of mace before, dog. So I was burning from the bottom of my feet. My asshole was literally burning. My balls, bro, were just on fire, bro. And that's it. A thought came to my mind. I said, damn, look, what you doing, dog? Like, damn, you know what I mean? One day you need to fix this shit, dog, so you don't have to go through shit like that, you know? Yeah. But anyways, as men growing in the game, hey, it's human. It's human sometimes to fucking like, you know, like fucking doubt what the fuck you're doing or think about it and just be like, you know what, fuck, man. Yeah. You know, I'm taking a hard road in life. Yeah. You know, do I really want to be doing this? And, you know, and you end up doing it, you know what I mean? Because, you know, you got to, and it's in you, you know, if it's not or it is, you know. But anyways, so you go into juvenile halls, Bam, the dude bangs on you, pop up on him, you smack him over the head with a tray, and then what happened, bro?
Nah, I didn't do all that. I banged on him.
I'm trying to add to your story, brother. You know what I mean?
I banged on him. He wasn't an enemy, but I did bang on him and shit. And I got down a few times in juvenile hall and shit. Went to lockdown and shit like that. But yeah, it's just funny because I couldn't do it. But I thought that was like, you know, being in that situation that we're in. I thought that was like, okay, maybe I gotta rethink my life type shit. But I knew like it wasn't in me at the time to rethink my life. You know, I was a 15-year-old kid. Yeah. You know, I'm just thinking like, damn, like we got so many enemies that fuck, I'm gonna have it bad. We're gonna have it bad in here, right? So it was just it didn't happen, dog. Like I just couldn't, you know, rank out or nothing. But I tell that story because it's funny, dog. You know, of course, if I would have ranked out, I probably wouldn't tell that story. You know, you know, I'm gonna keep it real. But yeah, dog, I couldn't and shit, and just kept active, dog. Stayed active, and all the way. By the time I left juvenile hall, dog, I was like, you know, I had made a name for myself in juvenile hall for getting down so much and shit. Getting down and I actually made a name for myself in juvenile hall, to be honest.
You know, I wanna add a little something real quick to the story that I was sharing, dog. So before I went up in that cell with that dude, bro, I already knew because they put us in the stand-up cages and we signed a marriage chrono, dog, of agreeing to sell up with each other. Yeah. You know what I mean? But the Hoodas walked away and they said, you guys go ahead and see if you guys want to sell with each other. I said, what's that, homie? You good, fool? He goes, yeah, I'm good, fool. Blah, blah, blah. This is just something happened over here. That's why I'm in the hole and shit. I said, all right, my boy, well, you know what's up, dog. You know what I mean? You know, sign them up. But I already knew, dog, like you get a gut feeling like, man, I already know that something's fishy with this dude. So when I'm going up them stairs. But anyways, back to your story, dog. I mean, these stories, sometimes I share little pieces of my life, bro, on here. So I apologize.
No, it's all good. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, you ain't got to apologize.
Yeah, you know, we just catch a vibration and we shoot the breeze,
if we chopping it up, dog, and it's natural, hey, shit, we chopping 100%. It up. Yeah, dog.
Like I'm feeling, when I start sharing stuff like that, I'm feeling good and I'm enjoying the conversation. So I'll just say that. But anyway, so juvenile halls, man, you go to, I mean, did you graduate high school, bro?
Eventually.
Yeah?
Yeah. In my adult.
And you're adult.
Yeah.
So what happens after high school? I mean, you go to the juvenile hall. Did you continue going into the system?
Yeah, I kept going into, I transitioned into county, you know, because I was on high control probation and shit like that. Yeah. You know, so I ended up going to county. And you know what's a funny story, that when I was still transitioning into county, I had a PO, dog, that was sending everybody to YA, right? All my homeboys and shit. And she came out of Rampart Division, so she started being gang enforcement for Anaheim. Yeah. And everybody, she was just sending everybody to YA, dog. Everybody, like one violation, it didn't matter what you were doing. She was just, you know, recommending YA, and the judges were listening to her, and they were sending homies to YA, dog. So my turn came, but when my turn came, it was that Rampart, remember that big Rampart fucking scandal came out?
Yes, sir.
Well, since she came out of that, and then after right when that happened, she the judges started looking at her different and like, nah, we ain't, what the fuck? And then they opened up the files on her and shit, like, damn, you sending. So I had one, she picked me up one day and just violated me for nothing, dog, and took me, and I went to court, and I remember the judge was like, why is he here? And she was just like, I just want him off the streets. And he was like, what the fuck? And he told her, dog, he chewed her out, and he said, hey, next time you bring me one of these cases like this, I'm stripping your badge. And I'll never forget. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you mishandling these kids.
Yeah.
Or these young adults, right?
Yep. She was scandalous, dog. She was dirty.
And the judge said that. Yep. So that was actually a good judge, right?
Yeah, that was actually a good judge.
Yeah, you know, it's just like, you know what? I understand the system is to put these guys in jail because this is how we get paid. Yeah. Right? This is how we send our kids to college. This is how I have that tomahawk motherfucking steak, dog. You know what I mean? It's by keeping this shit door revolving, bro. It's a door, bro. But there's some people, bro. There's some people in this world. I want to shout out to, if you're a police officer, if you're a judge, you know what I mean? If somehow, some way you work for the system and you know, but you're doing your job right. You know what I mean? And the motherfuckers like that deserve a little love sometimes, right?
Yep.
Anyway, so so they bop. What happened, dog? Did you have to? So
I ended up I fucking dodged YA.
Okay.
I dodged YA, but I ended up going to county because we were active, dog. I mean, you know, it's a bunch of hoods in Anaheim. I know people get this this narrative and shit like that, like you know, Anaheim, Disneyland and shit like that. Yeah, we got Disneyland. That's, you know, I got the privilege to see fireworks every night, looking bright, you know.
Yeah.
But besides that,
those ain't the only fireworks, though, right?
nah, motherfuckers got a time, dog. Motherfuckers know that them fireworks go off at like 9:28 at night, dog, and you could pop that thing off.
So anything after 9:28, bro, those are not fireworks no more.
Because
the
fireworks,
city of Anaheim.
yeah, them fireworks last like 15 minutes, dog, and motherfuckers know that if you know, back then, I don't know about now and shit, but yeah, a lot of people like, okay, wait for them fireworks and go light them fools up, you know, type shit, you know. So it was people get it, you know, twisted and shit, like, oh, Anaheim, Disneyland and shit like that, you know, especially when you're in the system and you're like far and you're around homies from like different places and they hear Anaheim, Disneyland, they're like, what the fuck, you know? They got gangs over there? Yeah, motherfucker, we got gangs. You know?
Anaheim is hood, bro.
Yeah,
you know why I know it's hood, bro? Because I buy a lot of stuff from OfferUp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so sometimes I end up in Anaheim, dog, and I'm just like, damn, this shit a little rough right here, bro. You know what I mean? I think Anaheim, too, got the fucking 44 bottles of, what is that shit? That
99
club?
bottles.
99 bottles.
Yeah, 99
Homie,
bottles.
I went to 99 bottles one time,
cracking.
and I said, God damn it. This was last year. I went to 99 bottles,
Yeah.
and that shit was fucking
Cracking.
bang the fuck out,
Yeah,
dog.
it's cracking.
And it was all a bunch of like, there was your homies there, there was fools from Orange County, and I pulled up, bro, and a lot of them fools knew me from Hoodstocks, bro. So I pulled up, dog, and man, fool, they showed me so much love, bro. All them neighborhoods from Orange County, and there's a lot of Los neighborhoods right there, because that's just a spot where you go to, bro.
Yeah.
If you in LA, you know that's a spot,
Yeah,
dog.
that's a spot.
99
That's a spot.
bottles, bro.
That's
and
a spot.
and a lot of homies from Anaheim Tunes, I think that's his name, bro. No, was he there? I don't know. I seen a bunch of cats, and they bought me buckets. Man, they show me so much love, bro. I love you, motherfuckers. Thank you, doggy. That's love, bro. You know what I mean? And I go in there, when I go to other sections, bro, I come in with the utmost respect, brother. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like love, bro.
Yeah, you got
it's love until you tell me it ain't. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and that's just the way life works. Hey, check it out. We got 430 people tapped in right here. Check it out, dog. If we going every motherfucking night, if we providing this amazing service of amazing individuals sharing their testimonies, their life, bro, I need you guys to run them likes up, dog, because I was seeing on some of them, because that helps us with the algorithm. Goonies, you dirty motherfuckers, hit that fucking like, dog. You know what I mean? Even if you don't like, still like, bro. Hey, dog, show some love, dog. I ain't asking you for no money. I ain't asking you for $1. I'm just asking you to hit that little button right there that's got the thumb going up, fool.
It don't cost nothing. It
don't cost nothing. And at the same time, if you ain't got to fuck with me, but if you fucking with 48 Ways, bro, well, his interview is going to get in the algorithm deeper. Why? Because you hit that like. It's just real shit, dog. Right. We need like 1,000 likes a night, bro. Straight up, dog. Yeah. But anyways, brother, I'm feeling good today, bro. I'm happy you're here, brother. I'm happy your homies are here, dog.
I got the homies. I got the
OG over there, dog.
My homeboy did 16 all level 4.
I'm trying to sell them this show as I do this show right now, the podcast, bro. Try to get them on here, dog.
They got that big story out, you know, this side against the other side and all that shit. You know, the homie really witnessed that and lost the eye behind it, you know?
Yeah, he's got a homie right here. Is it okay? I said you just said it. Is it okay, G? He got a He got a missing eye, bro, from a fucking knife fight on a fucking prison yard, bro. That's next level, bro. That's next level, dog.
Next level.
And salute to you, brother, on surviving that, brother, and being right here and looking healthy, looking like a big dog, bro. You know what I mean? You don't look like you on one or nothing, bro. You look like you living your best life. So salute to all three of you brothers right there, dog.
Hey, let me tell you a quick story. The homie got out one time a long time ago. Well, not like a long time ago, but the homie got out from county or prison, and me and my boy, shout out to Mousy. Me and Mousy went to go pick him up, right? So we're active as fuck, but he was the homie, you know. He was the older homie and shit. You know, we looked up to him and shit. We were happy to see him home and shit because he was active as fuck, dog.
He's a good homie, yeah.
You know, he active as fuck. He was active as fuck. So we go pick him up, dog, and I remember we walk in his pad and he's like creasing up his fucking pants, right? He's creasing up his pants and they're like size 48s, dog, and ain't no bullshit. Like he's creasing up his 48 size pants, dog, and he's like creasing up his fucking shirt, dog, and looking like a G, and we're like, damn, what the fuck? So the homie says, hey, dog, what's on the agenda? What you want to roll? And he looks at us and he goes, I gotta go see my PO first. And we're like, what the fuck? Like, damn, homie, you're gonna go see your PO like that? And he's like, yeah, I gotta go see my PO and shit. We took him to go see his PO, dog, all banged out. We're like, damn, this motherfucker a fool.
Well, in his mind, he thought he was wearing a fucking 3-piece suit, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I'm coming through the dress.
Shit.
I'm coming through the dress to impress.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, you know, and I'll say it like this. Let's play the devil's advocate in a sense, bro. Let's play the devil. So you say you were the probation officer, the pro officer, right?
Yeah.
And the dude comes in and you see him. And you see him and you said, damn, this dude's shit is flawless. You know?
I thought,
you gotta think in your head as a probation officer, like, damn, this dude is like I wouldn't wear it, but
yeah,
if I did wear it, that's the way you wear that, dog.
Yeah.
You feel me?
He was G'd up, dog.
G'd up, brother.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna come out that fucking probation department, to be honest. Hey, he looked active like a motherfucker,
You fools
dog.
like this, like, look, watch this, dog.
Yeah, he looked active like a motherfucker,
Yeah,
dog.
he was in there like, man, I'm trying to get a job, but I can't get a job. I don't know why I can get a job. And she's looking at her like, well, fool, like, you know what I mean? You fucking $1.30 and you got 48 pants on.
Yeah.
You know why fools started wearing skinny jeans, dog? The fools started wearing skinny jeans at one point, dogs. They said their shit looked bigger or something. I don't know. It's kind of weird, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, dog.
I don't know. I never got into them skinny jeans.
No.
My son wanted some one time, so I went and took him and bought him a bunch of pairs of skinny jeans, and that shit lasted like a week. I didn't tell him nothing because I like my kids to be their own individuals and shit, you know. So I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll get you some skinny jeans. I bought him some skinny jeans. That shit lasted for like a week. He didn't want to wear them no more.
Yeah, I bought a few pairs, bro, but I just wear them in the house, dog.
That's right.
Wear them in the house. I like the way it cut my cheeks, bro. You know what I mean? It just really gave me support back there, bro. You feel what I'm saying, dog? I was like, yeah, I can get used to these things, you know? Yeah. But my kids and my girl, they started tripping on me, bro. Like, who the fuck is this motherfucker right here? Walking around with a slingshot, big belly, and skinny jeans on? This shit don't look right, dog. I'm talking shit, dog. Hey, moving on to your story, brother, and thank you so much, dog, for, you know, being, you know, dealing with my bullshit right here, dog. Let's get a little bit of serious because this is your story right here, brother. You know, and I appreciate your time and you pulling up. You know, so as you're moving forward into your young, would you call it your criminal career, so to speak?
Yeah, high school. High school is where I was still like high school was like I was trying to figure out how to get into the dope game.
So that's always been something that you wanted to, you know, get into, obviously.
Yeah,
better lack of words.
I honestly, no bullshit, I wanted to be the biggest fucking drug lord in the world at one point. I didn't accomplish it, but that was my mentality. You know, some people want to be fucking Superman, Batman, fucking the biggest musician in the world. You know, in high school, I'm not gonna lie, even since elementary, I wanted to be the biggest fucking drug dealer that I fucking ever heard of, dog, that I ever fucking seen in life. That's what I wanted to do, and that's no cap. That's reality.
You know how many times I try to act like a drug dealer, bro? You know what I mean? And I could never be that dude because I've always been the biggest drug addict in the world. Like, I love drugs, bro. To this day, bro, I need to keep them fools away from me. If you doing that shit, this, that, the other, you guys got away from me, dog. You know what I mean? Because you know how it is, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know? But yeah, I was fucking a big fucking, I like to have fun. And I'll be fucking gangbanging, fucking bitches, homie, just like acting like I was serving. But anyways, so you want...
Oh, wait. Before we go far into my story, in junior high, we ended up leaving to Guadalajara to live. Right?
How long did you stay out there?
I lived in Guadalajara for 2 years, dog.
How was it like that? That's an important part of your life, right?
I fucking learned everything, dog.
What did you learn?
First time I smoked weed was like at 12 years old in Guadalajara.
Yeah.
Right? First time I drove, I was 12 years old, and I was fucking I was driving my fucking aunts and my pops' rides. My aunt at the time had like the fucking top of the line fucking brand new Benz, a black Benz.
Out there in
Guadalajara, dog. So I lived in a city called Zapopan.
How was that city? Like, paint it out to me because I don't know nothing about that city.
You've been to Orange County, right? You ever been to Irvine?
Yeah.
Zapopan is like a Irvine.
Give it a second. Flip to the different camera, bro. There you go. We good? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so Zapopan is like a fucking, like a Irvine, dog. Zapopan is like, you know, you got to be making money to live there.
So you're kind of saying that it's a well-populated area and it's got a good economy going on.
It's a city.
It's a city.
It's a city. I was 12 years old and we had KFC.
Yeah, turn it on, of course.
You know, McDonald's, Burger King, Home Depot. You know, fucking all the shit. The only thing we didn't have was like In-N-Out, Taco Bell. You know, but we had everything else. And then when I came back, you know, I would tell people like, man, the only thing that was different was, you know,
It's good. Leave it like that.
the Spanish and English speaking, you know. Over there just all Spanish.
All Spanish,
right?
yeah.
So over here, you know, so that was like, it's a city, dog. Zapopan, where I was living at, was actually a city and shit.
I've never heard of that city before, bro.
It's in Jalisco.
Okay.
It's in Guadalajara.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Guadalajara.
And so it sounds like just a lot of the economy is great right there. People are moving.
People are moving.
They're doing their thing.
Doing their thing.
Got businesses that are striving.
Yeah. Yep.
I got a homie. He's one of the first foods that I've ever had on this podcast. His name's Brown Lucci, and he's actually from out here, but he moved back to Mexico, bro. You know, and he I think it's Mexico City.
All right.
And he lives a primitive life now, so to speak.
Okay.
Like he enjoys the little things, the slower pace of. He talks about going and getting like a thing of salt, bro, and having to shave the salt on the stuff. Like he talks about like a primitive style of living.
I love that.
That's happening to this day right here where he's living at.
Yeah.
But it seems like where you were at. I mean, was it similar to that? I mean, like how was the living?
Yeah.
Even though it was a big city, but it's not fucking Irvine, bro. It's fucking.
It's in Mexico, yeah. Exactly. It's in Guadalajara. So I mean, you have that because that's the nature of the life over there. You got the tortillerias where you go get the tortillas and shit. You see them as they're coming out the belt and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, you're getting the sodas in a bag and shit in a Ziploc bag. You know.
What's the difference between fucking Coca-Cola in the U.S. and Coca-Cola in Mexico?
Man, it probably just has more sugar, dog.
That's what it is, huh?
Yeah, probably.
Those motherfuckers hit different.
Because I was just there. I was just there. I just got back from Guadalajara like 2 weeks ago or some shit.
Yeah.
So I was just there, and I took my kids and I told my kids like, damn, you guys are lucky I didn't go on the run because this would have been your life.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, I told my pops like, damn, my bad pops, my kids are spoiled like they ain't never suffered before. You know, and I got to see that.
Good for you, buddy.
You know?
Good for you. Not letting your kids suffer.
We shouldn't because we struggled.
I've let a lot of my kids suffer, bro. I got baby mamas up the motherfucking yin yang, dog. You know what I mean? But that was just me fucking being very irresponsible, bro. Being a street dude, bro. You know what I mean? I'm a street dude. I'm the king of Wino Time. I've been to the penitentiary fucking 5-6 times, 3 different numbers, bro. But I'm the king of Wino Time. You know what I mean? And so I've been blessed, bro, to be able to just get back out, revolving, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but during those times, I brought kids into the world irresponsibly, bro. You know, because I was just fucking hood rats, bro. You know what I mean? Like, we just a one night stand. We ain't trying to have a baby, but if you don't wrap your shit up, homie, you dumb motherfucker, you know?
Yeah.
And there was times where I was fucking an ugly bitch, bro. And I nut on the floor, bro. And then I see that nut grow some legs and it's running towards the pussy and shit. I'm just like, fuck no. That's an ugly bitch. You know what I mean? I got a son that looks like a German Shepherd, bro. You feel what I'm saying? No bullshit, dog. Last time I said that on the podcast, bro, he fucking was listening, bro, and he started texting me, "I'm gonna fuck you up, motherfucker," because this dude's older, bro. And so anyway, shout out to you, bro. Don't be easy, dog. You know what I mean? I don't need no death threats after this podcast.
Man, don't come after me. Fuck 48 ways. He was laughing.
Yeah, for real, bro. I got grown kids, bro. You know, in their 20s type of shit. But anyways, I love you guys, and I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. And if you ever need anything, get at 48 Ways. Bro, I'm going to hell, bro. You know what I mean? Heaven what? You know what I mean? Lucky's going to hell, bro.
Shit.
Oh, my God, bro. I'm so fucked, bro. I'm going to be getting jumped in hell, bro, by motherfuckers that look like me, dog. You know what I mean? No, I hope not, dog. That's horrible, dog. You know what, bro? I'm a bad person. I just realized that I'm a bad person, bro. Yeah, I mean, I was talking about maybe my spirit matches my voice earlier, dog. But deep down, I think I'm a bad person, bro. Well, I made bad decisions. Have you made bad decisions in your life?
Yeah, plenty of them.
Plenty of them.
A lot of them.
But does that define who you are? Or is it define your growth in who you are now?
Yeah, dog, because if you don't learn from them, then, if you learn from them, then, it makes you grow. It fucking, you move forward. You know how to live better, because if you don't know struggle, you don't know how to fuck up, then a win ain't as satisfying, I don't think.
Yeah. You know what makes me, brother, is everything that I've been through in my life, bro. Never being accepted, bro. Being fucking half Mexican, half Jew, Russian Jew in a fucking Mexicano environment, or raza, Latinos, doggy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was always the fucking the white boy, bro. You know what I mean? Because whatever, dog. But that's just the way it is. But when we go through things, then we make mistakes, brother. You know what I mean? As long as we can get to the other side and learn from them. You feel me?
Yeah.
And learn from them. It makes us a better person. So to this day, I'm a very powerful person. I feel, bro. Like we all feel that we're. Do you feel that you're powerful? You should, right?
In my own mind, yeah.
Exactly, no, 100%, brother. In all our own minds, you should feel you're powerful. I feel that right now I accumulated just levels of strength, opposed to weaknesses, because my weaknesses were my vices. My weaknesses were making bad decisions, bro. And if you get that out the equation now you got your, you can concentrate on your power, which is your good traits.
Yeah.
You feel me, dog?
Yeah, I feel you, dog, because you've been on like a marathon. I seen you working, dog. I keep telling you that. I know I keep
I'm
telling
hungry,
you that.
baby.
Yeah, I know I keep telling you that.
I'm hungry, dog. I gotta feed that security guard. Look at that fat fool right there, dog.
I salute
the neighbor
you.
called him top flight. They said top flight. They said the homie Dark next door. He said, look. He said neighbor. He's a black fool, right? He said neighbor. He said, what the fuck that fool gonna do?
Shit.
He gets no respect, bro. But my boy Killer Dog Lorenzo is a real G, dog. You know what I mean? And he got a bulletproof vest on him, so if you shoot him in his nuts. No, I'm just fucking around, dog.
Hey, some of the nicest people, though.
Hey, baby, Hoodstocks, baby. We in the house, baby. We got 48 ways right here. We got Anaheim in the casa, baby. Orange County, stand the fuck up, dog. Don't play with this shit, dog. We got real G's in this bitch, dog. We got real G's in this motherfucker, dog. And that's when I know I'm at home, bro. That's when I know we got the right congregation, homie. You feel what I'm saying? When you're around people like yourself. So you fucking what'd you do in your 20s, dog? What'd you do in your 20s, bro?
I was drug dealing, dog.
You were drug dealing.
Yeah.
What was your? I mean, it's all sealed and done with.
It's all.
It's out the way.
I did my time, so I could talk about it now.
You can talk about it, right?
Yeah,
and I always advise the homies, because all agencies are watching this podcast.
No, before I would lie to you, before I lie to anybody, I sell cars, I work construction and shit, and girls would look at me like, you don't work no fucking construction. But yeah, dog, I was on the dope game heavy. Remember I told you when I was a kid, I wanted to be a big ass drug lord, dog. And I went to go live in Guadalajara when I was a kid, dog. I got okie doke by my parents. We were supposed to go for like fucking a vacation, dog, for like Christmas and shit. And once we were there, my pops was like, guess what? We live in here. Like, what the fuck? Like, how you gonna do me like that?
And that's that 2 years you're talking about, right?
The 2 years, yeah.
Okay, because you just went back to that again. So obviously, me assessing this conversation right here, those 2 years were very important in your life. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, because I learned a lot, dog.
Okay, so let's speak on that, bro. Because I feel like you want to talk about that, dog.
I learned that life I was intrigued by like the nautical lifestyle, the shit that I was seeing, dog.
That you seen them around you.
I seen them around me.
And what kind of like dudes were these, bro? Like they would give you, that make you want to be like, man, I want to be like that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like,
dudes, they weren't putting it out there, but you could tell like they were balling, dog. Like motherfuckers, like balling. Like I had a friend, I'll never forget. I had a friend that was just him and his mom, dog, and they lived in this big ass house. And I used to think like, how the fuck does his mom do it, right? Like I'd be like, how the fuck? Like it's Mexico, dog. Like a single woman is fucking hard, dog. Even if it's a lawyer, and to live in a city like Zapopan, it's hard as fuck, dog. If it's hard here, it's harder over there, dog. Like honestly, and I used to trip out like, how the fuck does she do it? Live in a big ass house like that, you know? Down the line later on, like I realized like she was somebody's daughter, you know? She was somebody's daughter, and my friend's grandpa was like a big dude, dog.
He's a big dog.
Big dog, you know? And like I remember I got pulled over one time. My pops had at the time my pops had a Super Sport 454 Chevy truck, right?
Okay.
And all black and shit, and I remember I was dipping in it, trying to be cool, burning rubber. I was like probably 13 years old, and they fucking pulled me over, and they were trying to take it from me. And some of the neighbors, since I was down the street from my house, some of the neighbors saw, and they called my pops, and my pops rolled up with some dude. And I remember this dude was wearing like Ray-Bans and shit, movie type shit, right? This dude was wearing like Ray-Bans, looked like Eric Estrada and shit, you know? Right?
Chips.
So they roll up and shit, and then this fool fucking pulls out like his wallet and shows this fucking these cops and shit, and he takes them to the side, and I could see him chewing them out and shit, and then they come back, and I remember my pops chewing these fools out and shit, telling them like, you ain't gonna take shit, and that other fool saying like, you ain't gonna take shit. What you mean gonna take his truck? You ain't taking shit. And that fool's like bowing down, and once we left and shit like that at night, I asked my pops like, hey, who was that fool you were with? And he looked at me. He was like, "Man, that was the biggest cop in all of Guadalajara, all of Guadalajara right now." But it's not. He wasn't like a cop. He was like a fed, you could say, right? So he was like corrupt and shit, you know.
Jeez.
He I don't know if he's alive anymore. He probably ain't, you know. But at the time, you know, it was a long time ago. So, you know, I was like, God damn, like all that power, like, you know, I was intrigued by that shit, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I was intrigued, you know. Hanging out, because we used to hang out, me and my friends. I started my hood over there in Guadalajara, dog, and we got deep as fuck, like no bullshit. I was unindicted, you know, and I told my story, but
shout out to Negra.
Shout out to Negra. And I told my story, but I only told bits and pieces of it because I couldn't really talk, right? It was a couple years ago when I was on there, you know, and
you were kind of fresh out the feds.
I was still trying to watch what the fuck I was saying, right? So after that interview, you know, a couple people that are important to me and shit like that were like, you could talk, dog. And one of my boys that lives over there was like, hey, dog, why don't you mention your fucking Guadalajara fucking shit? That shit was dope as fuck, dog. You started the hood over there. You got deep as fuck. Yeah. You know, he's like, I fucking seen that shit. He's like, you did your thing over there, you know? You know, so first time I ever carried a strap was in Guadalajara and shit, you know, fucking had friends that were fucking, you know, cops, but they were fucking, they come stop by and shit and tell me and my homies and shit, you know, fucking what's going on around and shit. And they, you know, they would tell us, dog, how they would, you know, get money and shit like that, you know, get money from people, you know, and shit. And I seen that they would pull over, you know, tourists and shit like that to get money and shit, you know. So yeah, I seen all that. I seen that straight Mexico lifestyle, you know, that you know, the type of shit you see on Narco fucking Netflix, you know.
I fucking love that show, bro.
You know, and I remember like Caro Quintero, you know, his houses and shit were like abandoned, and how like he had big ass houses throughout fucking Guadalajara, like, you know, because he was already busted, you know, and I was hearing these fucking big names that a lot of people didn't hear, dog, until fucking years and years and years later, dog.
Maybe when they got busted or something, right? Or they started doing some of these stories.
Yeah, I was hearing like, honestly, dog, I was hearing these big names, you know, like Chapo's name, shit like that. I was hearing it while I was a kid living in Guadalajara because it was big over there, right? So yeah, once I got older and I was over here, then you start hearing the names over here, and I was like, I already knew who that was, you know. I've been knowing who that was.
And so these dudes, these narcos, I mean, they start becoming like kids within the city, and then grew up seeing them in the city, like they're superheroes almost, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like you look up to them, you know what I mean? Like you don't have a Michael Jordan, you got this fool right here, you know what I mean? Yep. You know, and that's who you look up to. Like, let's think about the Narcos Netflix special, right? Yeah. Like, you can be watching that, and next thing you know it, you're rooting for them, bro. Yeah. You're rooting for them to get away, bro. You're rooting for him, you know what I mean? Like, what was the first Narcos with what's his name in Colombia? Help me out one time.
Pablo Escobar.
Pablo, bro.
Pablo, yeah.
Wow, what a fucking crazy fool. Got hippos and fucking man. It's just like when I was watching that and I started seeing him just kind of like, man, he's at war with everybody, brother. He's fucking bouncing around, trying to hide out and shit.
Yeah.
The whole world is against him, you know? And you start, you know, I had a tear rolling down my cheek, bro, because I wanted this dude to fucking keep winning, dog.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? That's who I am, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, or that's what it can make even the regular person do, is start rooting for these dudes, because... And that's the great thing about them sharing these stories now. Yeah. You feel me? Yeah. Because there's another side to it almost, you know?
Yep. Because everybody knows that, you fucked up or you won, you know, sometime in life, but what the fuck led up to that? Exactly. You know? So when you learn, like, okay, what led up to either the win or the loss, what led up to it, then you appreciate it and you learn from it, you know? You can feed it into your own self, you know, and you know, some people make the decision where they either want to go that route or not, you know, but based on somebody, what led up to it, you know. That's basically why I keep bringing up Guadalajara and shit, because it's the shit that I was, you know, right here, dog, you from LA, so you walk out your porch, you know, you walk out your pad and it's gang life, right, for us. So over there, it was like you walk out your house, dog, and it's like motherfuckers that want to become drug dealers. So that's really why
that's different.
Yeah, it's different.
That's different, bro.
It's different.
That's different. Because the only gangbanging going on with that right there is if you fucking, it's regarding money, right?
Yep.
It's all money.
Yep.
You know?
It's all about money. Yep.
And on the streets, it's all just like, I don't want to say falsified pride, bro, because then I'm kind of like shitting on the fellas, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's pride for a section that you grew up in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're holding that turf down, bro, and that turf deserves nothing but respect. Why? Because you and your boys are right there, you know what I mean? But it's just like, you're not, at the end of the day, motherfuckers end up dead and broke, bro. You feel me? Yeah. Opposed to maybe if you're in the other side of the game, you can be dead, but check it out. You ain't got to do a GoFundMe for a motherfucking funeral, bro, because there's already a stack of cash over there, my G's. You feel what I'm saying? There's levels to the game, bro. But it levels in a sense of just different playing fields, different areas, and it just is what it is. And I think that's why, like, the Italian mob was so fucking, it was always very just in, like, you know, before we had the Nauticals, the series, and all that stuff, we always had the Italian mob movies, bro.
They came first.
We were all raised on that shit, and that shit was intriguing as fuck too. Yeah. You feel me?
That's a lot of these. See, my pops is 64. That's who he looked up to.
Yeah, right.
That's who he wanted to be like.
Yeah,
that's who a lot of these older ass OG narcos and shit like that. That's who they emulated.
Are the Italian mob figures?
That's who they looked up to.
Real shit?
Yeah, real shit.
Damn.
Real shit.
That's crazy.
That's what they looked up to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I was a toddler, dog, my pops used to call me Bambino. That's my Bambino. That's my Bambino. That's my Bambino. And you know, I didn't understand it till later on, and that's when he told me, like, he was like, man, I was so into like Godfather and all that shit, all the Italian shit that, you know, and then I learned along the way. I learned that a lot of these dudes, or, you know, there's the dude, for example, when I lived in Guadalajara, dog, El Señor de los Cielos, I don't know if you heard him.
No.
Señor de los Cielos was a big narco that did plastic surgery on his face and he died, right? So they call him like God of the heavens or some shit like that, right? Señor de los Cielos. He was big as fuck, but when I was over there in Guadalajara at the malls, he has stores at the malls, and his store sold nothing but Versace, Gucci, all that shit, dog. So he was inspired by the Italian mobsters, dog. You know, so that's how later on. It's not like at the time I said, "Oh shit, he jockeying the Italians," but within time, you're like, "Oh shit, okay, no wonder that fool had nothing but Italian stores." You know, selling Italian clothing in fucking Guadalajara and shit. I
mean, the best movies, bro, have always been those fucking mob movies, man.
Those mob movies.
They're so fucking addicting. I mean, some of the greatest people, the richest people, the straight edge people in the world, bro. You know, everybody loves those fucking movies, dog.
Yeah, we all
you know.
Do. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? But none of them are sending money to the dudes that are doing time for them, the movies.
Nah.
They don't love them that much, you know what I mean? You know, it's hey, we love you until you just gotta go, you know what I mean? That's life, baby, right?
Yeah.
You know, anyways, And so you're out there, and when did you come back? Are we do we still want to talk a little bit about?
No, well, we ended up coming. Actually, about 2 years went by, and I was like, I kept begging my parents, I kept begging my dad, like, man, let me go back for Christmas or something. Like, let me go back. So they bought me and my cousin. They bought us plane tickets. So we flew back for like Christmas or some shit, right? So as we're here, my cousins, they come by and I go to their house, and then I'm there. I'm spending the night at their house, and they're like, "Hey, fool, why don't you just fucking stay?" So I was like, "Man, I can't. How the fuck am I gonna tell my parents?" Like, they're like, "Look, our parents, they'll vouch for you. Our grandma will vouch for you. Our aunts will vouch for you. Like, they'll all say they'll be responsible for you. Just stay." At this time, I'm like 14 years old, because I left, at 12 and shit, getting into 12. So I came back at like 14. So I'm like, fuck. So now I okie doke my parents, right? Because they sent me for Christmas. Remember I told you we went for Christmas, and then my pops was like, guess what? We live in here. And I was like, fuck. So now when they sent me,
Christmas.
yeah. So when they sent me, I called them and I was like, hey, Dad, fuck, my grandma said that she'll be responsible for me. And he was like, what? Nah, you got to come back. And I was like, man, come on, Pops, come on, let me stay. So I put my grandma on the phone, my aunt on the phone, and they convinced my pops to let me stay. And they enrolled me in high school and shit. They enrolled me in high school, and that's when I went into freshman year.
At high school out there?
No, here.
Oh, here. Okay.
I didn't go to school over there.
I'm sorry, brother. Yeah, I got a little confused. I mean, Killa Kush, baby. Do that sometimes.
I'm all over the place.
I'm not gonna fuck this interview up, guys. I promise you. You know what I mean? Unless somebody happens to show up with some shrooms right now.
Shit.
No, just like I was shrooming. Most of these podcasts I do shrooming and shit. But anyways, I stopped doing that because they were going bad. Sometimes you might be having a good time, and in your head everything's going great, but around you it's fucking just not working out right. So the young luck had to learn that. Old luck, young luck, whatever. So you ninth grade. You said ninth grade?
Yeah.
Ninth grade.
Came back,
enrolled.
Enrolled in ninth grade. And then that lasted like, a few months. Then I went to juvenile hall.
Okay, so now let's speed it back forward, because I think we covered a little bit of this. We backtracked a little bit, dog, but I'm glad that we did, because those were good stories, dog. You know what I mean? So now we are here in your 20s, right? When you're 20s, and you want to be this dude, And so do you start, putting the pieces to that together?
Yeah, I was already hustling, because I picked up a 8-ball when I was like 17, turning 18 type shit, young, either like my fucking second day of 18 years old or my last days of being a 17-year-old. I picked up a 8-ball, and I started slanging like dubs and shit like that, 20s and shit, and started slanging to like hookers and pimps and shit like that all in the street, So
you ever fuck any of those hookers?
Nah,
No?
nah, I never did. But I remember pocket full of quarters.
Yeah.
Pocket full of quarters and a pager and shit. And they're calling you all day long. They're paging you, and you're going and dropping off 20s and shit like that. And I remember I was like 18 years old, probably, dog. When I remember I had a baggie of 20. I had a 20 sack, and I remember I was looking at it, and I remember like, fuck, how could I turn this 20 bag into 2?
Yeah.
I remember like, man. So I remember I opened it, and it was met already, right? So I remember I opened the bag and I spit it in, and I fucking tried to mix it, and it dissolved, and I was like, fuck. I remember being so upset because I lost $20, like if it was fucking $2,000.
Damn, what were you spitting out? Gasoline or what?
No, it was just, meth dissolves, dog.
Okay.
I was just trying to figure out how to turn this dope into 2, how to cut it.
It does dissolve, because there's been plenty of times that I kept it in my sock for too long, bro, and it would get sweaty. You know what I mean? And then the next you know, you're like, fuck, dog, where's the shit at, dog?
Yeah.
So you're absolutely right. Yeah. I had to process that real quick.
Dissolves,
You're right, yeah.
And then I was just nickel and diamond, you could say, at that time. nickel and diamond. And then my 20s came, and from one day to another, you know, I just started pushing, dog. Then, you know, it was big weight, you know.
What's big weight?
You know, getting rid of 1 or 2 pounds of dope a day.
Okay.
You know,
that's big weight, huh?
So, you know, I mean, to me it was.
No. It's fuck. I ain't never dealt with no shit like that, bro. Yeah, I say that's big weight, bro.
And that's like my early 20s. And I remember I went up to like a big fucking bicep plug, you know, and I was like, hey, I could push. And he was like, okay, meet me somewhere, meet me at this address tomorrow. And I remember I showed up there and walked in. He had a dude with a mattress on the floor with an AK against the wall. He took me into the room and opened some cabinets, dog, and he had about 100 pounds. And I have a song called 100 Pounds because of this. He had like 100 pounds of dope, and he's like, go ahead and pick one. And I was like, nah, I can't pick one. Let me take more. And he was like, you say you could move 1 a day. And I was like, nah, I think I can move 2 a day. And he was like, all right, pick 2. So I remember going through, and I was looking for the charts. You know, I was looking for no shake. I was looking for no shake. I was looking for no shake. So I remember getting all these burritos out, you know, and like, man, this guy shake, you know, putting them back. And I remember fucking grabbing 2 and then about to walk out, and him being so big that he looked at me and he was like, hey, I love you and everything. I got love for you. Like, I love you and shit, but you better give me my money. I don't give a fuck if it's... He said, I don't give a fuck if it's a penny. He said, because just like you have to pay me, I got to send this money back to Mexico. He's like, so it's a chain reaction. I was like, I got you, don't trip. And I remember I called him. I was living in Huntington Beach at the time, dog, because I was rolling, you know, I started rolling. So I was living in Huntington Beach by the beach and shit. My son was just born and shit, you know. So I was fucking doing my thing. So I remember I called him the next day after that. And I'm like, hey, what's up? Early in the morning, dog. Called him like at 7, 8. I had just dropped off my last sack and hit him up. And he was like, what's up, man? You want to come get some coffee? And I was like, yeah, I got to meet up with you. I got your funds and shit. And he was like, what? Already? I was like, yeah. And I met up with him. And he had his little crew with him, and they were like, what the fuck? Who's this fucking cholo fucking pushing like that, you know? And from there, I moved on to like 5Ps and shit. And
let me ask you a question, bro, because there's a real skill set to that right there. There's a real skill set. And I have always looked up to my homies that were able to do it like that, bro. And there is a chosen few, and you guys know who one of them dudes are, you know what I mean? But anyways, I've always looked up to them dudes, bro, because on the other end, like, I always committed the first cardinal sin of selling dope, bro. You know what I mean? Which is, there's a song from it which that says, don't get high off your own supply. Like, yeah, dog. Like, I would, regardless of, man. Anyways, there's a real skill set to that. What would you say the skill set is? Or were you getting high with it at the time?
At the time, I wasn't yet.
Okay, so then that puts you above that's the skill set. And the skill set is not to be getting high with something you're selling, right?
Yeah, but even when I was getting high off of it, because it became like, you know, it became like a temptation. Like, damn, why is this shit making so much money? What's so good about it? Yeah. Right. So then you're like, fuck, what the fuck's so good about it?
Start dipping in.
So you're like, let me try it. Yeah. You know, but I was making money and I was hooked on it at one point.
So but still, no matter what, we'll say this then. Let me say this to add to it, because one of my boys did get high while he was selling dope in his beginning years. It's my homeboy Droops I'm talking about. You guys know who he is. He shared his story. You guys know what it is.
Yeah, what's up to Droops, man? I hope he's doing good.
He's doing great, bro.
Found out recently, the other day or some shit, he went through something, but I hope he's doing good, dog.
Yeah, he's a fucking... Shout out to him. He's one of my very good homies, brother. And we have like a... I love the dude, bro. He's everything that I'm not. You know what I mean? Because we're different. I'm from Highland Park, dog.
But is that East Los?
That's Northeast Los Angeles, dog.
Northeast Los Angeles.
Yeah. That's where all the turkey basers came from, bro. You ever heard of turkey basers, bro?
Of course.
Bro. Yes, turkey basing capital, bro.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But none of my homies turkey based, bro. It's everybody else that does that. No, I'm just fucking with you, dog. They're just like, look, what the fuck you saying, homie? Who gave this motherfucker a shroom right now? Shroom stick, sherm sticks. He's on something. Hey, but peep games. So what I wanted to rephrase though, because you said it right, bro. Like even when there's some dudes are just good at that, bro. Yeah. Like so, why would they come get from you instead of getting from fucking Lorenzo over there, dog? Like why do you think people wanted to fuck with you? Is my question.
Because I had the direct Mexico plug.
Ah, they knew that.
They knew that,
and you let them know that.
No, I didn't let them know that because I wouldn't say it. They just.
You know who the fuck I get it from? This shit is.
I never did.
I'm just fucking with you.
I never talked like that. Honestly, they just seen it because.
But they knew. Because they were getting it for cheap, maybe.
They could tell, yeah.
It was the plug.
I was beating the prices.
Beating the prices is one thing, because no. So let's just say, look at all you motherfuckers in the chat right there, man. Yeah. Fuck you, motherfuckers, dog.
Beating the prices.
You motherfuckers, Shroomy Jew. Fuck you, okay? Hey, I see you, Shroomy Jew. Hey, hit that. Run them likes up, motherfuckers.
Hey,
run them likes up. We need 48 ways to go motherfucking viral on this interview.
On one of my songs, I say, put the price down on the work. You know, because that's what I was doing. I'll give you a perfect example. When I lived in Huntington Beach, I was serving to the majority of white people, right? Shout out to my white folks and shit. I love them to death. You know,
absolutely.
They changed my life in the dope game, to be honest. So in Huntington Beach, I'll give you an example. In Huntington Beach.
Some white people are listening. We've not impacted your life any other way. Shout out to my white folk. You really changed my life by being fucking horrible white people that had addictions, right?
One of the things they didn't do was they didn't negotiate with you about the price. Right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly.
They didn't negotiate.
Homie, you come to me, I'm gonna be like, come on, dog.
Yeah. Exactly.
I got $35.
Yeah.
You weren't fucking with me. I was fucking one of the dudes down the road from you, dog.
I was fucking with you, but I was giving it to you.
Yeah.
You know, I'll give it to you and shit. Like I'll let you have it.
I was the front man, bro. Let me get a front.
Nah, I was fucking with you.
That's a real drug. The drug addicts always come with a stereo and a motherfucking front.
Hey, if I was
proposition for a front.
If you were like that, like how you say, dog, I was fucking with you tough because you knew all the people, right? So I knew that you were going to places that you could push easily a gang of dope.
So I might be fucking describing myself as a crackhead, bro. but no, I was a dude that was with the business, bro.
No, I know.
You feel what I'm saying, dog?
I know you were.
Yeah, I was with the business 1,000%.
No, that's
dog.
why I said it.
Yeah,
that's why I said.
I just rather do the drugs than sell the drugs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. Know? I get you. Nah, I know you with the biz. I know that.
No, I'm not but I'm trying to defend myself a little bit, dog. Because I like to make fun of myself, dog. In hindsight, I think of myself like a crackhead, bro. You know, but.
Yeah, I mean, to somebody
I might be a crackhead, bro.
To somebody that don't fuck with your platform and don't follow it like I do, might believe what you're saying, like as far as being a drug addict and shit.
Yeah,
you know?
I was, bro.
So me, I follow your platform and all that. So I know like you know somewhat about you, and I know that you a G. You know,
I'm just you know I'm just fuck, dog. We're just ourselves, dog. Whatever that is,
exactly.
dog. You know what I mean? Like, you know, hey, dog. And thank you for that, brother. But I'm just saying, like, you know, I'm a father too, dog.
And that's gangster.
Me? Yeah, that's gangster.
That's more gangster than.
I take care of my family, bro. You feel me, dog?
And that's gangster.
Yeah,
that's
dog.
Gangster.
And so I had to recreate my genius. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly.
Into a sense of just like that other shit, like. It ain't good for nobody, especially myself. You know what I mean? I'm fucking putting teeth in my pocket. You feel me, dog? Yeah, dog. But anyways, you know, fatherhood is the best hood. And if you guys are being a great father and a husband or a fucking boyfriend, girlfriend, all that shit. But boyfriend, girlfriend shit don't matter, though, because you got to be cheating on these bitches, homie. You know what I mean? No, I'm just fucking with you. Hey, so you start doing your thing, big dog status, bro, and they fucking with you, bro.
Yeah, they fucking with me.
They fucking with you. How long does this last, dog?
Shit, that lasted. That lasted. Shit, a while, dog. Like what? Maybe 20 years.
You did your thing for 20 years, bro.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Or 15 years. Like 15 years. Yeah.
I swear to God, bro, better not turn to 10 years right now. No.
Nah, probably 15 years, dog.
Yeah,
Because I did time,
bro,
you know.
that's a stretch. So you did time in between the time,
yeah,
right?
I did time, you know.
Doing your thing, and then you got back out. What would you have to do time for, bro? State time, you're talking?
I did a little bit of state time in 07. I went away on a big case. I wasn't like on the top of it, but it was like 16 of us on this case, dog. 15, 16 of us, and you just had a individual recently on your platform, you know, and his neighborhood. I got caught up with his neighborhood on a big bus, you know, and I was just at the bottom of that case, you know. I was just at the bottom, so like somebody just happened to mention me on a phone call and got me caught up, and then when we went to court, you know, hey, shout out to that neighborhood, dog, and shout out to everybody on that case, because everybody kept it solid, dog. Everybody, dog.
You hear that right there? Spell solid.
Yeah, dog. Shout out to all the homies. Shout out
and
to
after you spell it, be it.
Shout out to Tweety.
Jesus, man.
Shout out to Tweety from Blas, dog. He doing Fed time right now, but shout out to all of them, dog. They I was on a case with them, and you know, I did 3 years on that. But that was a state case. I ended up having to sign for 1 kilo of cocaine.
On that state case?
On that state case.
Which is what got you just a little wino time, right?
I did 3 years.
Yeah.
But I went upstate for a year.
Yeah.
Right. So you know, I was never getting caught up for like violence, gang stuff. You know, it was never. That was not in my profile. You know, it was never
in regards to like, okay, when you caught that case, you're saying.
Yeah, even prior, because I went to juvenile hall, you know, and then I went to like county, you know, and I was doing violations.
Yeah.
You know, because juvenile hall followed me into county, right? So I was getting busted with driving on a suspended license, being on probation. Stupid shit like that, right? Yeah. So I hadn't caught like a big case until 2007 when I was on that case with all them homies and shit. And
did you catch a RICO case?
No, it didn't. The feds didn't pick it up.
Okay,
the feds didn't pick it up.
So, but was it were they trying to form it as a RICO case?
They were trying to, yeah, because I remember my lawyer came and saw me and said, "Hey, look, check it out. They're trying to send it to the grand jury." And he said, if they pick it up and you get indicted, there's nothing I could do for you. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
Right. So then the main dude on the case, he had a top-notch lawyer, so they pleaded mercy to the court. So when you plead mercy to the court, if you're on a big case like that, I don't know how it works now.
Is this state or feds?
State. That one was state. Yeah.
I've never heard of anybody pleading mercy. I mean, is that something that you do in like a hot one, like a murder case? You plead mercy?
It was a big. It was a drug case.
How do you plead? So what is pleading mercy? Explain that.
He told his lawyer, like, hey, look, go tell the prosecution that whatever they want to give me, just give it to me. Like, fuck it. I'll take whatever.
So that's without fighting the case.
Yeah, well, we fought the case for 2 years.
And so you came to a point where somebody was going to.
He did
plead mercy.
He came. It came to the point where he was like, "Fuck it," because he felt bad for everybody.
Okay, because he was the head of it or something.
Yeah, he was the head of it.
He was the head of it.
Yeah, he was.
So he was basically just kind of like, and I don't want to use a disrespectful term, but he was just kind of like folding in, and he had enough of it. He don't want to drag it any longer, type of thing. Is that safe to say?
He's a G, but every time we would go to court, he would tell us, dog, like, hey, man, my bad, you know, because
he felt real bad about it,
because he was being watched for a long time. And
he didn't put you guys up on game or something?
No, he did, dog. He put people up on game about it, but, you know, people are stubborn. People, you know, don't believe it type shit, you know, and they, you know, people are like, man, you've been watching too many fucking narco movies or, you know, shit like that, you know, so it's like when he told me, I try to get out the picture of that circle.
Yeah.
So just somebody happened to mention my name on a phone call that was tapped, So that's why they picked my ass up, right?
Damn,
they
just
watched
like
me,
that?
and I was like doing my own thing, but just because somebody mentioned my name,
They
because
started watching you.
yeah, so they picked me up and put me on that case.
Which by watching you, they had evidence that you were committing illegal acts. Is that safe to say?
They.
Or just because they mentioned your name, then they automatically tied you in. But they automatically tied you in. But explain to me, brother, if they're gonna automatically tie you in, I mean, do they? Then they started. You said they started watching you, bro. So with that, was that confirmation after watching you saying, yes, we are 100% gonna tie this student because he's doing something wrong?
Yeah, because even though I was in my own world, right, I wasn't really involved with them any longer. You know, because I was in my own world. But the person that I talked to, that I would talk to like every day, was still involved with them, you know. So that's how I got caught up. So when they didn't watch me for a long time on that. But when they saw me, when they went by my house, they were like, "What the fuck? This fool got new whips," you know, like what the fuck. So you know, they were like, "Okay, he's involved then." So that's what, and then one time when I got busted on that, I was with the dude that I was in communication with. We happened to be in the same ride, and when we got pulled over, we had a bird, a kilo of coke on us. So they threw us on that case.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so that's
like basically caught red-handed. Confirmation, stamp confirmation.
Yeah.
Bop. Put them in the motherfucking holding tank.
Yep.
Let's get them in the process.
Yep.
And so, how did it feel when you first copped that? You got pulled over with dude?
And, with the homie, yeah.
Yeah. And so how did that feel? Like, did
not the main dude on the case, though.
No, for sure. You know what I mean? But how did it feel so basically your reign is basically come to an end, so to speak, right?
At that time, yeah.
Yeah, your reign comes to an end. This is the federal case we're talking about.
No,
it's still state case.
Still state.
Okay, state case. Okay, so you knock out a few years, and you get out.
I get out.
Yeah, when do you get out? What year do you get out?
I got out in 2010.
2010. And so you get out, and it's maybe you didn't find Jesus while you were doing time. Did you find Jesus?
No.
Because sometimes Jesus will come and find you.
No,
I'm talking about Jesus. You stupid motherfucker. Lucky. Shout out to my security guard.
Shout out.
You're the only dude that go laugh at my goofy ass shit, bro. Goofier than 10 motherfuckers, bro. I apologize, bro.
I catch it.
That I got. Hey, baby, look at YG. YG is disappointed in me right now, bro. YG is shaking his head like fucking luck. Come on, dog.
Nah, he's good.
But no, is he? Yeah, he's good, dog. It's our homie Lakershin, baby, in the casa. So you get out, and what I'm saying is you didn't find Jesus.
No, I went right back.
I'm saying all that silly shit that you didn't find Jesus. You got out because it was just a timeout, right?
Yeah, it wasn't nothing.
I mean, dog. 3 years, right?
Yeah, it wasn't nothing.
Yeah, you know.
It wasn't
so you
nothing.
get out and you get right back to knowing what you do.
Yeah, and then you got to remember on that state case, dog. They ended up throwing me like a fucking runner. Right, so like the bottom of the barrel, so you know it wasn't really like nothing, dog. Like compared to the other dudes on the case, you know, it wasn't. They looked at me like a runner. Like that's the approach my attorney took.
Yeah, you're on the bottom of the pyramid.
Yeah,
bro.
I was at the bottom, dog. So I got out. I got out from state, and the very next day, dog, I was back at it. Because it's only 3 years, dog. I was only gone 3 years, and all the people are still doing it, right? So very next day, I was back at it.
So obviously that time didn't. I mean, it didn't. You know, all time does you something, and you might come out with intentions to possibly, maybe, sometimes do right, but then you hit the streets.
Yeah,
and it's a celebration. The 48 ways is home. You know, the homie just got out. And you have all the resources, more than anything else, right? More resources to get back in that, opposed to do something that's, you know, on the law-abiding side, right?
Yeah.
You know, so you kind of fall back to your own ways, your old ways, and you get back into it. And now, what are you doing? Are you going extra hard, bro? Like, you know,
because when I did the state time, dog, the whole time I was mad that I hadn't bought some things that I wanted to buy. So I had like a bucket list, right? For example, I'll give you a perfect example.
Please.
I was in state, sitting in state, and I was like, fuck, man, I was gonna buy that fucking Beamer. Fuck, man, fuck, I was gonna get that Escalade. Fuck these motherfuckers. So when I got out, I got it. You know, that was my mission to get out and get that 750 Li BMW at the time, right? Because that was the big body. That was what was a panty dropper at the time, right? So in 2010, when I came home, that was my mentality still, right? I was still young minded. I was still wanted to floss. I still wanted to fucking shine, you know. So that's when I got out. 2010, and I went right back to it the next day because motherfuckers, like you said, were like, damn, this fool's out. The plug's back, you know, around my way, you know?
Yeah. Oh, so that's different too, dog. That's different too, dog. Like you said it. That's a big difference. Like not the dude that was whoop-de-whoop-whoop, but the plug is out.
Yeah, the plug's
that's different,
back.
Bro.
And they knew that I could beat prices. They knew I could beat prices.
Yeah.
Like I had homies come to me, taking me out to lunch. Like, what's up, dog? I'm getting it over here, but come on, dog. I'm back. So I got back into it right away. Like there was no hesitation in me at the time. No hesitation. It was me. That was my career, dog. Just like some people are electricians, some people are plumbers. You know, that at the time was my career, dog. That was what I wanted to do. That was my life. That was my career and shit.
And you wanted to be the best at it.
I wanted to be the biggest.
Better than anybody else.
Yep. At the time, yep.
At the time. How hard or how easy is that to do, to accomplish that?
Fuck, it's almost...
It's competition, right? You know, it's competition, and it's actually a fucking sport, bro, that people play outside of basketball, football, and soccer, right?
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
It's a different sport. It's a competitive sport.
Yep.
Yeah. And you want to be the Kobe Bryant, maybe the Michael Jordan of the game, you know, and so you're solely focused on that. This is your mind state at the time.
Yeah, that was my mind state, dog. Like I wanted to just be the biggest. Like honestly, I wanted to be the biggest, have the best, you know, do it the best, do it the biggest, like floss, you know, like that was just my mentality. Like I had inspirations of being a big fucking nautical. I wanted to be a nautical. I didn't want to be a fucking drug dealer. I wanted to be a narco. I wanted to go post up in Guadalajara and fucking send work over here. That's what I wanted to do, you know? That was, you know what, and then like I used to like hear rap songs and shit like that, and I used to be like, man, I'm living that shit because, you know, I got the chain on, I got my watch, you know, I'm rolling, buying whatever the fuck I want, you know, and that was what I wanted at the time, you know, but once the feds came, everything changed, you know?
What's a trip? And I want to ask you this question, bro. What's a trip is there's a lot of Chicanos, there's a lot of Mexicanos, bro, that feel safe here. You feel me? But being the fact that you had that a couple years experience and maybe you had some, I'll say maybe family relatives, that's coming out of my mouth, not yours, right?
Exactly.
Family relatives that are the maybe the plug, you know, maybe the direct source, you know. But there's a lot of cats that don't feel comfortable out there that are from here, you know, but that are from there too, maybe first generation type of shit. You know what I mean? You know, but you were like, your goal was not to be on these streets out here. You wanted to go back to the motherland and you feel a different type of position.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of cats that don't want to live out there, bro. But you were willing to go back and live there.
Yeah. Imagine at one point, counting more than $1 million. It takes you like all day. It takes you all day and a big ass headache by the time you're done counting 1.2 million, dog, and you're like, fuck.
You've done that before.
Yeah, dog. I mean, before the feds, yeah. In my career, yeah. I'm not saying I had, but I'm saying counting.
You were in that environment where that was happening.
Counting $1.2 million, dog, and getting a small percentage of it to my pocket and having to send the rest back to where it belonged, you know, and being like, fuck, if I'm over there, that's mine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there you go,
you know what
baby.
I'm saying?
Yes.
So
you start thinking about that.
So that's why, you know, but I'm not going to dip into it. I'm not going to dip into it because that's not mine. A percentage is mine because I moved all this work, you know, but I'm not telling them I can't move this work. I'm going to look out and move this work for them
and make sure,
right?
You know,
make sure everybody's eating.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and that's how I've always conducted myself. Work as a team, and you could get farther, dog. That loyalty will take you a long way. You know, I was just in Guadalajara and shit, and I had a good ass time. I was cool, you know.
Recently?
I just got back like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I was just there. I'm not doing nothing illegal no more, but I'm saying like I love it out there, dog. Like I really love it out there, you know. Like
What do you love about it out there?
I love a lot of the poverty, dog.
Wait, say that again?
The poverty.
You love the poverty.
Yeah.
I don't explain that, please.
The fucking simpleness of life, dog.
I'll see you. I'll hear it.
The simpleness of life.
But do you love it because you're not you go from a lifestyle that is above the simpleness of life, and you go there, and now you're kind of you're a spectator almost. You're almost like a tourist that you can see it and appreciate it. But what if you were in it, bro? Would you still appreciate that?
Yeah, dog, because you wake up every day and making shit happen, similar to the dope game.
So it's up to you then?
Yeah, it's up to you. Yeah,
Okay.
it's up to you.
Say less.
There's cats that won't make it. There's a lot of, you know, I'm sure you heard of a lot of homies that went over there and didn't make it. You know, whether you never heard from them again or you know they're no longer with us. You know, it's just how you carry yourself too. Also, you know. So if you go over there and you think you're a knucklehead, and you think you're bad, you ain't gonna be that. You know, you're gonna be, you know, somebody's fucking food, or you know, you're gonna be one of these.
Yeah, it's different.
You know?
It's a different structure.
It's
out
different,
there.
dog.
Yeah, it's
Over there,
a different reign of power and all the above.
Yeah,
right?
it's different, dog.
You know what I want to do real quick? I want to give a big shout out to the homies that are out there, because
Shout out to them.
A lot of them tap in with me, and I want to
Shout
say
out to
some
them.
names, but maybe those names shouldn't be said because maybe they're out there for a different type of reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out to them though.
Yeah, bro. There's a lot of homies, bro. That are out there, bro, and they tap in with hood stocks. And you motherfuckers are the shit. I love you
Hey,
guys.
if you got
dog.
any homies that are in Guadalajara, dog, they know what I'm saying. When I mention, you know, San Juan de Dios, you know, the mercado right there. You know, you go there and you buy fucking all kinds of good stuff. You know, you buy like, you know, just shoes, clothing, and it's like a swami. It's like an indoor swami. You know.
You know what? Let me tell you this right now, bro. So there was a homie that's out of Mexico right now, and recently he hit me up for. I always get hit up, bro, but not always for this. But I always get hit up for sometimes support within the community, or people, you know, from watching me so many years, and they're just like, I want to ask Luck this question about something I'm going through in my life, and they reach out to me, and I always try to like make sure I hit all those DMs or whatever shape or form they come to me, bro. That I try to give them my 2 cents, you know, and it's usually just something of, you know, words of encouragement, bro, to get past whatever you're getting past. But there was a homie recently that got at me, and he got at me like 3 fucking times, bro. You know what I mean? And it was for money to pay his bills out there because he has lost his job, this, that, dog. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, and so I you know, sometimes you just be like, man, motherfuckers try to play me, dog. You know, feel me? You know, this, that, and he was wrong ass thing, and he's like, look, I hate, man, I've been watching you since this, bro. And he's telling me a podcast that's way back. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, well, this dude been around for a cool minute, or he just went and did his homework real quick. I don't know, but I'm really like, now I'm just not like, I'm more of like a trusting person. And that can be a detriment too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I want to trust that people are getting at me honest in a scenario like this. And he was just like, look, I love my job, bro. I'm right here. I'm a homie. I'm whoop, 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 this, that. And he goes, I was like, well, damn, dog, how much you need, fool? You know what I mean? And I was doing bad at the time, bro. You know what I mean? Because I'll be doing bad sometimes. But doing bad is just not doing bad, but like surviving and just making the ends meet. You feel me? Paying the bills, dog. You know, so I'm living, I'm good, but I just don't got extra liquid to be doing stuff like that. But he was just like, I just need it was weird. It was a low amount of money. It was like $25, bro. He goes, I just need to get past through the week. You know, and when he was telling me he needs to get past the week, and then I asked him, and I thought it was going to be a lot more, but I think it was $25. And he goes, nah, I just need $25, bro. You know? And I said, that's all you need, fool? I thought it was going to be like $100, $200, something like that. You know what I mean? And he was just like, I need $25, fool. And so I was like, well, shit, $25 ain't shit, bro. I can do that, dog. Even if he's bullshitting me, like, damn, dog, $25. But this is multiple days that he's hollered at me, so obviously he's still going the same. Anyways, I sent him the $25, dog. And he was just like, you know, he didn't only receive it through the Cash App, but he also reached back and he was like, dog, you don't even understand what this $25 does for me, bro. You know, I mean, imagine $25 will get you through the fucking week, bro.
Because you times it by 1650 right now. I think that's what the dollar is.
Is that what it is?
So you times it by 1650. Yeah.
Damn. So $25 times 1650. Oh shit, that fool owe me then, huh?
Yeah. So I guess converted. I mean, a lot. There's a lot of places where it gets, it's almost the same. It's almost the same value. It seems like it's almost the same, but you still go places and eat at restaurants, and you're like, damn, I just fed the whole family for $20.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's get back to you, brother, and I appreciate the back and forth with you, bro. So you had got out that time for them 3 years. You doing your thing and shit. I mean, what kind of lifestyle are you living at this time? Obviously, you the big dog, you the plug. I mean, what does your life consist of? What's a daily thing in your life during this time?
Waking up 6, 7 in the morning, leaving the house, go to an apartment, post up, wait for a car or wait for people to come show up, and just serve them peas, serve them, whatever they need. But I was serving like peas and shit because I made it a point in my younger 20s. I made it a point to only sell to people that were serving. So if you were like a smoker, I'll let you have it. I'll let you have an 8-ball and shit because I know that somebody might ask you where you got it from, shit like that. Because a lot of these smokers, they go into trap houses and they go places and people. That's how I gained a lot of my big customers that were serving. But if it was a smoker, I'll just let them have it just to get them going, just get them out the way. But, I made it a point to only serve to hustlers, to people that were serving, dog. And I had friends, at a time where they had more money than me and were selling way more than me, dog. But I was their plug,
What's the lifestyle though, bro? What's the lifestyle? Like, what are the luxuries of making money like this? What kind of luxuries are you experiencing during this time?
In my early 20s, for example, Benihanas, people didn't even know about Benihanas till Young Jeezy came out talking about it in rap songs.
Yeah.
I was having, homies from out of state and shit like that come through, and we would go eat at Benihanas, go making it rain at the clubs and shit. There were certain clubs where you go fucking party and make it rain and shit, and there's only D-boys in that place, You see outside you got the Beamers and the Benzes outside and shit like that, So it was buying whatever you wanted, whenever you wanted, and it wasn't hurting you, Going to the casinos, blowing money, shit like that, It's a luxury, It's like you get trophies and shit, buy watches, chains, shit like that, whips,
Yeah.
And
I can't wait till I can experience some trophies from doing podcasting, bro.
Exactly, hell yeah.
Trophy podcast.
Getting there.
And that's something that's pretty cool, man, about just life in general. Whatever, if you're doing illegal activity or if you're doing legal activity, I mean, you have certain things in your life that you consider trophies from the work that you put in.
Yeah.
But drug dealers.
To me, dog, not to cut you off,
no,
my
go
bad,
ahead,
but
cut me off.
To me, when Christmas comes around, and if I'm able to buy my kids, gifts and shit, that's a championship for me.
Yeah.
That means I won the championship this year, because if I'm able to buy them, if I'm able to be legit, and when Christmas comes around, if I'm able to buy them some gifts and shit, then I just won the championship this year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, gifts are fucking make kids dumb happy, bro.
Yeah.
I got a buddy of mine. His name is Will, and he's a white dude. He's a non-union electrician. I used to work with him in the past, bro, and we used to kick it. Fucking cool ass dude, bro. He just rides dirt bikes, and he's just he's one of them. He's just a different friend that I had, bro. That we kick it once in a while, and he told me, bro, because I was talking about Christmas one time with him, and I said, "Damn, dog, it's Christmas. I gotta get the kids shit." And he goes, "You know what I do, fool?" And I was like, "What do you do, fool?" He goes, "I go to the Dollar Tree and I buy all these cheap ass toys, and I'll wrap them up about 100 presents you know, of cheap ass toys, you know, and he goes, and it don't cost me fucking nothing. He goes, but Luck, you know what they just like doing? Kids just like opening up shit. You know?
Yeah.
And I thought about it. I said, that's a good ass idea. And then I thought about all those cheap ass toys all over my fucking house, homie. And I said, that's a fucking dumbass idea, bro. You know what I mean? Like, at least get your kid 3 good things or something. You know?
Or one good thing.
Here's an outfit, here's this, and here's a PlayStation, bitch. You know what I mean? You owe me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, I feel that.
Fucking Will. Fuck Will, bro. Will, you listening? Fuck you, bro.
Shout out Will, man.
Badass advice, bro.
He trying to do the right thing.
Nah, bro. Shout out to the dads again, bro. We on this fatherhood shit today, dog. Yeah. You motherfuckers, hit them likes, run them likes up, bro.
Yeah, run them likes up.
Hey, so you're living your life during this time. You're doing your fucking thing. You're going to Benihana's, dog. You got all the fly whips. You got the fucking trap trophies, right? You know, the watches, the fucking everything else that you can, you know, you want to have, bro. To look the part, feel good, right? You feel good. You look good. You feel good, right?
Yeah, but don't get me wrong. I wasn't like fucking rich or nothing, you know. I don't want to, you know, your followers and anybody thinking I'm trying to say like I was a millionaire and shit like that. I was a thousandaire. You know, but being from the hood, dog, being from the hood and coming from the hood, I was balling, dog, because, you know, you see homies in the hood, and I wasn't the only one. I'm not the only homie that ever did that. There's homies that did it even bigger than me, you know?
Yeah.
So shout out to everybody that didn't change their life, you know, but you could say around my way, I was doing my thing, dog, you know? I'll be honest, I was doing my thing and, you know, living a lavish life, you know, buying, you know, my kid's mother fucking Louis and Gucci when
Didn't she deserve it though, bro?
She deserved it, dog.
Yeah, okay.
A real good mom.
There you go.
To this day, she's a real good mom, dog. All the good outweighs the bad, so shout out to her.
I'm a baby mama hater, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I only have one.
Okay.
You know, I only have one.
No time for all that extra
shit. I only
shit.
have one. I couldn't get into.
I'm not a baby mama hater. I like it when we talk shit, bro. That's what it is. It's like, nah, dog. That's not how you really feel, bro. So let's talk about Hey, let's do this, brother, because you're gonna talk about getting into the feds. I know you guys want to hear this, dog. Hit that like, run them likes up. We're gonna take a short break. I'm gonna pay some ads right now, and we'll be right back with 48 Ways, baby. Don't play with it, dog. Break time. Let me pay some ads bills right now. Hey, many of our listeners mistakenly believe that the only way to buy a home is to have perfect credit, a large down payment, and then proceed to get into a bidding war on your favorite home. Well, this isn't the case right here. The team at Prime Equity Mortgage has access to off-market inventory and access to 50-plus banks, plus their own. Jesus, you know what I mean? Hey, they have helped thousands of people in our community get their home and even help investors flip ugly homes. That's crazy, dog. This is how home flippers buy their homes. Hey, check it out, dog. This dude helped me get my crib. This is Andrew right here. I'm going to give you his phone number. Check it out. You a union worker. I mean, you got some type of income coming in. Like, this dude will put the pieces to the puzzle together for you to fucking get a home and not be paying these fucking apartment rent, bro, that you don't ever see again. You got a mortgage, bro. That's going back into your motherfucking pocket, dog. And here's his phone number. His phone number is 626-825-6565, and his name is Andrew. Hey, peep game, looking for good quality cannabis. I mean, killer quality cannabis. Hit up the folks at Killa Kush. They specialize in bringing you the best quality available from OG to exotic. They got it all, baby. Matter of fact, go to their Instagram on IG, and that is at Killa Kush _420. Hey, looking for the best criminal defense attorney in the city of Los Angeles? Look no further. This is our criminal defense lawyer right here. He used to be a district attorney. He used to be a fucking federal prosecutor. This dude knows everybody. You know what I mean? It's all about who you know when you're working in a business, because, hey, if you're an electrician, you know the wholesale spot to get the cheap shit, dog. It lowers the price right here. But at the same time, a plug is a plug, and sometimes you need a plug in that courtroom, and this is our plug. And his name is Doug Sherrod, and you can reach him at KingKongLawyer.com. All right, Orange County, stand the fuck up. Gutter PHENOM is a lifestyle brand that's dedicated to supporting and inspiring individuals who are determined to achieve their dreams. You want to achieve your dreams? Go buy a t-shirt from Gutter Phenom. GutterPhenom.com. Hey, dog, these dudes are solid. This is my fucking white boy homie from Orange County. Dirt bikes, all that shit. The dude is a hustler. He's a fucking mogul, and he's doing great things. Shout out to my boy RJ. GutterPhenom.com. Use fucking Hoodstock20. Receive 20% off. We're sponsored by my boy Danny, and that's La Conecta in San Antonio, Texas, baby. Stand the fuck up. Don't play with it. Hey, go shop LaConecta.com. ShopLaConecta.com. Use Hoodstocks and get yourself 20% off. We're also sponsored by Rick and Morty Gummies. Hey, peep game. You want them gummies, them good gummies, the motherfuckers that get your shit right? Go to Instagram at Rick and Morty Gummies Official. Tap in. We're also sponsored by Sticker Plug. You need stickers? I got you, dog. Go to Instagram at GraphicJoe_. Holler at the homie. We're sponsored by Apish OG, baby. Go to fucking on Instagram at Apish OG_ and tap in. We'll be right back. Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, who just got me on the run? Let me shine a little light. Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, who just got me on the run? Let me shine a little light. I grew up on the 50s, I love my whole city. Got the little ones with me, I ain't going back to prison. House with a yard, I get my own unlocks, I walk my own yard. I'm Figueroa filthy, where I come from, dog, everybody's filthy. Get your hands dirty with them concrete burpees. Beer runs and licks, my heart was made, dog, with every single brick. Legend in my own, I get my little shine on. Got a house loan, I see a hater smiling, broke with a mouth full. Run with my ninjas, used to gun with my ninjas, used to split top ramens on the hood with my ninjas. Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, who just got me on the run? Let me shine a little light. Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, who just got me on the run? Let me shine a little light. 53 tortas, Johnny's on the corner, Fidel's on the block. Pizza so hot, cheese slide right off. Terrace 49, I got a creature state of mind. Mona Vista Pat, you need to keep a loaded 9. Maury's on thick, used to cop the Cortez, you know the Chino got the kicks. Sitting in the park, you my son, I'm the shine. Rolling down the boulevard, palm tree line, bro, call me anytime. Jack and some coke, we can build on our life. Get our money up without committing all these crimes. Get it while you got it, mix your freedom with some logic. A gangster's moving silence, you ain't gotta speak about it. Tatted on our skin, you know what it do, dog, fairly go on in. You need to rest your head, my door swings on a hinge. Hooters on your bumper, come and jump the neighbor's fence. Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, who just got me on the run? Let me shine a little light. Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, who just got me on the run? Let me shine a little light. A Miriam Street garage, Gonzo, you my bro. Gotta keep your soul alive. Black Sabbath till I die. All heart pork soldier. Everybody know this. Pull me out of mines, you gon' get the fucking notice. Gentrified faces. What they know about Chuck Taylor fat laces? York Boulevard, Troy's drive through. Got some chili cheese fries before I catch a state line. Cali Mex got the meat. BB
BBQs always turn up on the streets. My homies all crazy. OG homies done made me. Conejo, the homie. Ray Loco, the homie. Yogi, the homie. Night Out, the homie. Backstreet Villain, the homie. Wimps, the homie. Let's go deep on me. All respect to the rest of the team. Shit, we miss you motherfuckers. Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, Hooters got me on the run. Let me shine a little light. Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, Hooters got me on the run. Let me shine a little light.
Oh, you gave him the keys?
Yeah,
Okay.
homie, I'm a homie.
Yeah.
Remember I told you I'm a homie?
Yeah,
I'm a
dog.
homie, dog.
Yeah.
You know, we could cut. I want to get into the music shit because that's how I came home and I fell back with the homies type, like, you know?
Well,
it's
let's before we get to the music thing, let's get into your so you catch a federal case, bro.
Catch a federal case.
You're living large and you get caught up and now you're federal case, bro. What's the case looking like, bro?
Check it out. Right before I got busted, Lucky, I would drive, right? And I was doing okay, right? You could ask the homie.
Yeah.
I was doing okay, but I'm driving, right? And I'm doing okay. I look like I'm doing good, right? So I'll see a janitor in a uniform. I'll see a fucking nurse, you know. I'll see a fucking fireman, you know, and I'll be like, that's the life. Okay. That's the life. You know, I'll see fucking a mechanic, and I'll be like, that's the life. And one day, dog, check it out. I was sitting at home, right? And I was having, you know, sometimes you have bad luck. Sometimes you get bad luck, and you're just having bad luck in a way. And I was like,
is it karma sometimes?
You can say.
Okay, go ahead, bro. Yeah.
Greediness.
Greediness, yeah.
Greediness.
Do you feel like you got greedy at a point?
You get greedy, dog, because you want more.
Okay.
So that's greediness.
Salute to you.
Ambition becomes like an addiction. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, that's the life. And one day I'm like, damn, all my problems will go away if I get busted, right? But you know, I'm having problems like, you know, I'm losing a lot of dough, you know, like fucking.
Just going downhill or what at this time?
Just having like you start having bad luck. You can't have a winning streak forever.
Yeah.
You know? So I like, damn, like all that shit'll go away if I get locked up. Yeah. Right? And somebody must have heard me because I said it to myself.
Yeah.
Somebody must have heard me, you know, and boom, next thing you know, I'm being watched by the feds. I didn't know it was the feds, you know, but I'm being watched and fucking I find like a tracking device under my vehicle, you know.
Like
that, big dog.
How'd you find the tracking device under your vehicle?
I told all the homies like, hey, you know, I gotta get lost, you know. And I had an option. Well, I had a couple options too. I could have took off just because, you know, like for example, Alaska, you know, the homie was like, hey, fool, come to Alaska. You'll be good. And I was like, damn, I can't leave my kids though.
Yeah.
You know, I can't leave them, you know, and I can't do that to them. So, you know, I chose to stick around, but I wasn't going really home. You know, I was staying gone and I'll go home and like my girl, she'll be like, damn, where you going? Because I'll be leaving like at, you know, 4 a.m. because I'm paranoid, you know, but I'm not on drugs, you know, maybe on yay and shit like that, but I'm not really on drugs and shit like that, you know? So, hey, doing like yay on a Tuesday, like, you know, like the homie Lefty Gunplay say Tuesday to Tuesday.
Fucking love that guy. Shout out to Lefty Gunplay.
Hey, shout out to the homie, dog.
Fucking love you, Lefty.
He's doing his thing, man.
Yeah.
Hey, and, you know, I fucking get hemmed up, dog, by the feds. Get hemmed up, and they have me on a pound of dope, right? And a pound of dope, dog, that's 500 grams and shit, you know, and the feds got guidelines and shit, right? So right off the top, I tell my attorney, like, how soon can you get me to prison? And my attorney says, like, 6 months. I said, give me my deal. Let me go to prison. Because now as I'm there, dog, I'm starting to hear there's a couple, seeing the feds. The crazy thing about the feds is that the majority of the people there, dog, are first timers in the feds. So if you have 20 homies, you know, there's like 5 homies that been to the feds, but the rest are first timers. So that's a lot, dog. So, you know, if you want to listen to the homie that's been there before and is back on a violation, right? You listen, but there's people that they just want to hear what they want to hear, right? So if I go to you like, hey homie, and you ain't been to the feds, so right? So when I get busted, they're telling me like, man, you're looking at 20 years, the feds, right? They're like, you're looking at 20 years. So in my case, I'm by myself in my case, so they wanted one person on my case, one person, and I couldn't give them up, right? There was no possible way, and that person wasn't even here, so it was, you know, it was too tight, you know. So I was like, nah, I'm cool. So I asked my lawyer, like, how soon can you get me to prison? 6 months. She came back with 12 years, dog. 12 years and some change, and I was like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, what the fuck? You mean to tell me that's the fucking deal? What the are you tripping? Like, she's like, look, this ain't state, you know, this is the feds.
Yeah.
If you don't sign these 12 and some change right now, and I come back tomorrow, that's gonna be 15. I'm not playing. And I was like, damn. And I sat there, dog, for like fucking an hour or 2, dog, with my attorney, and I'm like, fuck, are you fucking serious? Yeah. Are you serious? You right? So I'm like, fuck. It took me like, I don't know, dog, maybe 2 hours, because I kept telling her, man, that's me signing, not you, right? How the fuck?
Because your lawyer was telling you to sign it.
Yeah, my lawyer was like, you need to sign it, because if not,
because you're what you're doing in your head is you're saying, is she playing chess with me? You know, or is the federal prosecutor playing chess with you and saying and trying to give you maybe a threat that may not happen? Right, because you know you're thinking about it, like, but do you believe what she's saying? If you come back,
if you go to the feds, dog, you believe what they're saying. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, dog. Yeah, that shit changes your life, dog. If it don't, you're a dummy. You know, like I was telling you,
let's go.
I was doing my thing, dog. But right before I got busted, I was fucking jealous of a fucking janitor, of mechanic, anybody in the uniform, dog, because I was the life, legit, right?
Yeah.
So I was trying to transition into music.
At that time,
dog, I was trying to go 100% with it. Instagram was becoming something. I was learning how to use Instagram. A lot of the rappers that are doing it right now, like shout out King Little G, at that time, that's when his Instagram started and shit like that. So, and music was always my hobby, you could say, right?
Yeah.
So, because I always had a studio, or somebody had a studio, and we did our music. But, you know, back to that, I'm like, fuck. I kept telling her, like, damn, like, you're the one fucking going home, though. I'm the one fucking signing.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I ended up signing the 12 in a couple months. I forgot the exact amount, because they give it to you in fucking months and shit, right?
Yeah.
So, I sign it. And I go back and I'm like tripping out, dog, because I'm there on 1 pound of dope that exceeds 500 grams, right? And there's guidelines.
Yeah.
Now there's 1 pound of dope cannot get me nowhere under 10 years. 10 and up. That's like doing a lid in county, right? My situation has guidelines, right? So I can't go under 10 no matter what. So 12 years and some change was my best bet. Because you get there and you get the guidelines, dog. There's guidelines to it, right? So I fucking signed it, dog. And what's his name? I think Obama was at the time the president. He changed some law, and it got me to 10 years. But nothing, I couldn't go under 10 years. So it got me 10 years. And the judge looked at me, dog, in court and said, if I see you in my court one more time or again, you're not walking out with less than 20. He said, I would like to give you 15, but I'm only giving you the 10 because the law changed. I'm a man of honor, and you won't walk out with less than 20. And I looked at him, and that changed my life right there. I was like,
I would have been like, fool, you 87 years old, dog. When I'm done with these 10 years, you going to be dead, motherfucker. Let's get this straight first. No, I'm just fucking.
I wasn't playing with a judge like that, big dog.
We always say what we would have thought. We would have said.
Exactly, yeah.
My boy, no, YG. You know what I mean? Sometimes, even as a grown man, sometimes, and you end up in a situation, bro, and you don't, it doesn't go the way you would have liked to go, and then you think about it in hindsight, it's like, man, I fucking should have said fucking pop, pop, pop. And then so the next time, anyways, so you said it changed your life because now you are handed a great amount of time. 10 years of your life is fucking huge, bro. Any time in your life is huge, you know what I mean? Because you're just in a desolate place, you know what I mean? You're put up in a warehouse, and it's stagnant time where, you know what I mean? Like you could have been doing something great. You could have been one of the people you were talking about, firefighters, so on and so forth. But anyway, so you said it changed your life in the sense of it changed your thought process?
It changed my thought process. Because, you got people that walk around or they might say, oh man, I'm grown now. But you don't say that. It just happens. You don't even say that. Like, when you're grown, you don't say like I'm grown. Like, it's just natural. So that started the process. Cause 20 years, dog, it's
a lot of time.
That's life already. I don't care what age. That's already life. So they don't play, dog. They got their guidelines and they do their job, dog. So they make a person like me. And I'm nobody. I'm just a regular Joe all along.
You're a worker.
Right? Yeah, So, to me, it's like, damn, this is a long ass time. Fuck it. Let's run with it. So we start doing the time, dog. We just have to adjust. We have to adjust. Keep it real with everybody. I kept it real with my girl from the gate. I was like, man, I'm doing a long ass time. Do your thing.
Yeah.
Right? It's if they choose to do their thing or not, that's that's on them and all that. But you have to
usually they will.
You come to reality like, fuck, this is my life in here.
Yeah.
For the time being.
And how was it in the federal time since you already served state time? How was your federal experience doing time?
It was cool, dog. Yeah, it was cool. Like, cause I heard that. Now, keep in mind that I never portrayed to be a gangster or nothing like that, I just fucking carried along. I was from a hood, was active, all that shit. So, but I love blending in with everybody, So I got a saying like, try to dress up and not look like a gangster, because people, you just blend in everywhere, dog. So you're fucking doing the time like freestyling kind of, it's it was like as soon as you get in there, dog, because now you're in the feds, right? You're in the feds. I went to state for a little bit because I fought my case for 2 years. So now I'm in state and I'm hearing like, man, camp is where it's at. G's in there saying like, damn, camp is where it's at, right? So my mind was like, fuck, I gotta get to a camp.
Camp in the feds.
Camp in the
Did
feds.
you get to the camp in the feds?
I got to the
And
camp
so
in
what,
the feds.
You know what? I've had several individuals have done fed time. None of them done camp time. Tell me about what is it do camp time in the feds.
Camp time is beautiful, dog.
Okay.
Hey, the homies in there, dog, and I'm talking about because you go through transit, right? You go through transit. I was at MDC LA, I was at MDC LA when there was, like a big indictment in there with homies and shit, popped it off and everything went to the shoe there, and all that shit, dog. So I experienced it, but
Bro, you don't got to cover up for your camp experience, bro.
No, it was dope as fuck.
No, I get it. So tell me about the camp experience, bro. What is it to do camp, federal time in the camp? What is the camp, bro?
The one I went to, we had, for example, my crew.
Yeah.
It was 6 of us that would jump in a Chevy Z71 white, right? 4-door and shit.
Okay.
And we were irrigators, right? We watered like, you know, you could say 100,000 acres worth of fields.
It's so
right?
crazy to be out there like that.
Right. And so I remember there was one field, dog, that we planted like on this field. It was Sudan grass or something that we planted. So it was 6 of us that were the irrigators, right? So we got a white boy. This is, you know, in Lompoc and shit. So we got a white driver and shit, and we're planting fucking Sudan grass, and we're running the tractor through it. Every day we're fucking lifting fucking 20 fucking foot long fucking pipes and shit, because every day we're watering and shit. You know, you're doing corn. When you do corn, you're fucking constantly working out with these 20 fucking feet long pipes and shit, because you put them on the ground, you click them and shit. Imagine doing that shit in the rain and the dirt. So there was some labor into it, but
you're free. You got a certain level of freedom.
We're free because we wake up in the dorm, right?
What is the dorm? Explain that. Show the layout. Tell me the layout of the dorm, bro.
The dorm,
and these camps, bro. Federal camps, right?
Yeah, some of them.
Where's the federal camps at, bro? Are they tucked away in the mountains?
Nah, there's like, there'll be like a USP. There'll be like a medium. There'll be like a low, and then there'll be a camp, all in the same. You know, so
vicinity.
Yeah. So if there's motherfuckers in the yard and shit, like, damn, them fucking campers, motherfuckers.
Hey,
you know,
you
know.
Yeah, but so what is the difference between being in a camp and being in maybe a low? Some of the things you said,
just
like
the freedom.
The freedom. Are the barracks? Is there barracks? Is it like no gates around?
Yeah, no gates around.
Okay,
like barracks.
Talk to me, baby.
Yeah,
Let's go.
It's like
Paint
barracks,
the picture, dog.
It's like barracks and shit.
And how different is the living of that opposed to being inside the fence line? You know what I mean? Is the food different? I mean, what's the setup of it, bro? Is it cell living or is it dorm living?
It's dorm living.
Okay.
Yeah, dorm living with a bunch of bunks and shit like that. Yeah. Or some got what look like cubicles in a way and
got
shit.
Got Cadillacs in that bitch?
Yeah, hell yeah. Like, it's hooked up, dog.
Yeah.
It's the feds. It's the feds, baby. Like, you know, steak and lobster. You know, camp is steak and lobster.
Is camp steak and lobster in the feds?
Dog, it's the way of living right there.
No, bro. Because I've always heard about the feds being steak and lobster, and all the feds dudes that I've had come on here, bro, nobody said about steak and lobster. So is it really steak and lobster in the camps?
It's a saying. It's a saying.
It's a saying.
Yeah, it's a saying
because the food is different.
Because I'll tell you why, dog. My perspective of things is because you're around nothing but motherfuckers that were just getting rich, right? So you start thinking different. Like, what the fuck's a 5-year goal plan? What the fuck? You know? Fucking people that were Wall Street, you know? Fucking brokers and shit, making fucking millions, and like, damn, you were doing that?
And these are the dudes you're with in the campsites.
Yeah, homies, a bunch of homies.
But it's a low level. It's the lowest level in the federal system.
In the federal system,
and so you know, with the lowest level comes more opportunity to do different things or different freedoms. The food. What is the difference between the food in the camp and on the inside the fence?
Well, I think because the budget might be bigger.
Okay.
You know, their food budget might be bigger, and if it's bigger, then they just get sometimes better food.
So the food is different then?
Yeah, it depends where you go to, though.
One of the best meals that you've had in camp, what was it been?
Fuck, like mole, you know.
Like that, huh? Does that make it right? Because mole is a tricky thing, bro.
No, like actual mole, like fucking...
is mole sweet?
It could be. It could be a little sweet.
I had my pops got with some little paisita back in the day from Compton and shit, and she would make mole, bro, and it was fucking horrible, bro. You know what I mean? It was just bad. It was just fucking super sweet and just fucked up, dog. And I've never had a good experience with mole, dog. What is a good experience with mole? Is it always sweet, dog?
Nah.
It depends.
They got other ones too. Yeah. It depends. See, in Mexico, it depends like what state you're from. Then the change, the flavor and the maybe the look of it changes, you know. Like there's some states that make like white mole and shit.
What is white mole?
I had it one time, dog, and I spit it out. I took a bite. I'm not gonna lie, dog. I went to the homie's pad and, when I was younger and like when I was a kid, and fucking his mom made mole, dog, and I took a fucking bite off the mole, and because it was white, and I was like, what the fuck is this? So I took a bite, and I fucking...
It was white mole.
White mole, dog.
Yeah, and it's not supposed to be white, bro. It's a fucking dark complexion, bro, of...
Yeah, they made it white. I forgot what...
Damn,
what
that's
state,
crazy.
What state in Mexico his family was from, but they made it white, and I never ate that shit again. So I'm just used to the dark mole, you know? You know, that Michoacan mole and shit.
You know, my pops, bro, he to this day, bro, he's a horrible cook. And it was funny because we were talking about it, bro. My pops, he's been with females. Like, he was with that paisita for a long time. I hate to say it like that, dog, but you know, she just didn't know how to cook, bro. Bottom line, bro, straight up. I don't give a fuck, dog. You know what I mean, she might be watching right now. Hey, whatever, dog. You know what I mean, you know, because my pops is shit. He never knew how to cook. He make fish head soup, turn it with a screwdriver, and I'm just like, fool, I ain't eating that shit. You know what I mean? But it's funny because I tell these stories, and then now to this day, he shows up to my house, bro, with a fucking Walmart fucking popcorn can, bro, with fucking soup in it, bro. And I don't give a fuck who you are, bro. If you don't show up with a real fucking like pot, bro, ain't nobody gonna take that shit serious, dog. And it's funny because I have a 7 and 8 year old and they remember this. They're like, Daddy, remember when Grandpa came with the popcorn can with soup? And we threw it out, shit, bro. The dogs wouldn't even eat that shit. It was crazy. But hey, what are we saying this for? Over mole, dog? Fuck.
One on trip over mole.
No, mole doesn't. I don't think mole gets. I don't think it gets ordered too often at Mexican joints. I mean, am I wrong or right, bro?
Depends.
I mean, just tell me, because I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
but I've never ordered that
I
shit.
I went to a restaurant not too far from here. They only specialize on mole.
Real shit?
Different type, yeah.
Okay.
Different type. It would be spicy, mild, and different. But like I said, it depends on the region. Michoacan, Nayarit will have a different little flavor. It might be more spicy, might be more sweet over here. It just depends.
For sure, though.
Yeah, Guadalajara.
How the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, so
it's cool, dog.
so
freedom.
mole came because they would serve that.
No,
in the.
No, somehow it would appear and shit, type shit.
You fuck with me, right, dog?
What?
No, you said in the feds that once in a while they would serve mole.
I mean, yeah, if you take over the kitchen, for example.
Oh, okay.
If you take over the kitchen, you can actually make it.
So we were talking about is the
benefits.
The benefits of being in camp, and my interest is always food when I'm busted, bro, because I'm sobering up. And it's important, bro, you know, because back in the day they would give you the fucking shit on shingles in the LA County Jail, and the shit on shingles was the greatest thing that ever came to man. That when you're coming down and you're waking up in the county jail, when that shit on shingles come through and shit, and I'm talking about the fucking gravy with the fucking papas, homie, and they actually gave you the biscuit and you crumble up that good ass motherfucking biscuit, you know what I mean, and put it in there and mix it up and shit, dog. That shit was a road to recovery recipe right there within the county jails, you know what I mean? Shout out to all the fucking tecatos that know what the fuck I'm talking about. Not that I ever was one, but I'm just saying, dog.
Hey, I ain't judging.
No,
I don't judge.
It's all good, bro. We live in a glass house around this bitch, you know what I mean? If motherfuckers say any different and they ain't know otherwise, they're gonna let you know what it is. But anyways,
that's right.
Yeah. And then it was good too in downtown LA, bro. They had the old glass house, bro, and they'd always serve you the bomb ass breakfast, bro. In the glass house, always serve the bomb ass breakfast.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they did with that sausage and them motherfucking eggs, bro, but that shit was fire as fuck, homie. When I entered the glass house, I said, this place sucks, but wait till breakfast, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, you had to peel that bitch back, bro. I think you had to peel it back, bro. It was just like a microwavable move food that if to this day I would give my kids, you know. Shout out to the old glass house in downtown LA.
Shout out, I've been there.
So you doing your time in camp and shit. I mean, you have a fucking level of freedom, brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that was my bad to cut you off.
No,
it was only I experienced it only for 2 years. You know, the rest were like behind the wall and shit, transferring and shit like that. You know, fucking doing the behind the wall shit. But camp, once I got to camp, that was like 2 years that I got to experience it. It was
it's a great experience, right?
It's a good experience.
Nobody should ever hate on a dude that got put in a minimal yard, bro. You know what I mean? Hey, time is time, bro.
I don't care because I never carried myself to be a killer, and I never wanted to. I wanted to fucking get home, dog. Like, fuck it, let me do my time. So, headphones and shit, writing lyrics and shit. I trip out because when I came home, when I got busted, I fucking. One of my first lyrics, I said, you know what, man, fuck this. I'm just going to write 2 verse fucking songs. Like, fuck that. Or I'm just going to write 1 verse and the hook. Fuck it. And I just started doing that, dog. And I was like, shit. And if they don't like it, then I'll ask somebody for a feature, shit like that, So I started writing my songs, all short and shit, all like not giving a fuck. But I got bars, homie. So I started writing some shit and, headphones, play sports, work out, the benefits of working at a fucking camp with the freedom. One time we jump in our truck, dog, and we go like, you could say 20 minutes away from the camp, right, to do a field. So we get off, we're setting up, and across the street, there's a regular field with regular people working at that field, dog.
Yeah.
Doing like similar shit to what we're doing, but in the real world, right? Like regular, civilians and shit.
Salute to you, dog. Thank you, brother.
So I remember one of them were like, hey, and they're like, what's up? ¿Qué onda? I'm like, hey, wey. They're like, ¿qué onda? I'm like, hey, wey, ve, cómpranos pizza, wey.
Shoot that shit.
And that fool.
Hot and ready.
And then being like, no podemos, estamos trabajando, Spanish?
Enough that what you're saying right now.
We're working and shit, right?
Yeah,
right?
We're working. We ain't got time for your ass.
All right, gracias, pues, all right. And then I remember one of them asking, like, and this is like a little paisa working, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way whatsoever. Paisa is because
shout out to the BBs.
Yeah, shout out to shout out to that
the motherfuckers are crazy in that.
That's where I come from, dog.
The BBs?
That's no. I'm saying
what about the
paisa,
BBs and the penitentiaries, dog? Them motherfuckers are fucking wild, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, check this shit out, fool. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
Hell yeah.
See if you feel this beat right here, dog.
I'm already feeling it. Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
That's some funky shit. Orange County known for that funky shit.
Like that?
Yeah. I give my homie my keys cause he had to go home. You know how I'm doing? I stem 714. Shit. 48 in the building. Lucky came through and said, what's up? Pull up, homie. Damn. I'm a homie for real, and I'm telling them about the camp spill. Shit, I ain't gonna talk too much though. Y'all know what I say, anything else behind closed doors and we can speak about, Southside to the fullest, yeah, that's me. Anaheim zone, homie in my Tennessee. Always get money, I'm freestyling. The homie right here filming, so we wildin' shit. That's like his 3rd cup of fucking wine. I don't know what kind it is though. We sit back and strategize on the next dough. On the flip mode, cause we ain't trying to go to the fence no more. And you know how we go, homie. I told the homie, go ahead, take my car. The homie Mondo dropped me off, homie. And that's how we do it for real. So I'm Anaheim's own motherfucking like thrill. I got the skill. I was sitting back in the fence, riding my trills, And every time I ride, it's like a skit. But I'm freestyling this shit, and I ain't playing with it. I'm Anaheim's own, the best motherfucker that did it. I just happen to be drug dealing. Went away, now I'm fucking home thinking. How could I improve my life, but not just mine? I might change his life. That's how I wanna work. I'm a businessman, homie, let's go berserk. Fuck it, it's the homies' time. I see the homies shining and I've been from bright lights. Anaheim, cause the fireworks ignite. Every night looking real tight. And I'm just freestyling, homie, I ain't playing with it. Y'all know how it goes, I shit committed, Like my baby mama, but I laugh at it. You know how it goes, motherfucker, I straddled with. That's how we do, homie. We just talking about some camp shit, homie. 48 ways.
48 ways, baby.
48 ways on the freestyle, baby. 48 ways on the freestyle, dog.
Hey, let me know if I'm whack though.
Nah,
you know?
you know why you ain't whack, bro? Because you freestyled that shit, dog. You wrote the beat, dog. You didn't think of something that you wrote before this shit, dog.
I can freestyle.
You took it off the top of your motherfucking head, dog, and you let that shit bleed, homie. You know what I mean?
let it bleed, dog.
You let that shit bleed, baby. Bleed that bitch out, dog. Sometimes you gotta bleed a motherfucker the fuck out.
Yeah.
And that's what he did right here on the freestyle, baby. You know what I mean? Real shit. Don't play with it, dog. There's so many cats that come in here, dog.
I ain't
He
playing.
spit from the top of his head.
You can tell.
Come on, you talked about everything around here. You talked about my alcohol abuse.
Shit.
He said the homie's an alcoholic.
Shit. No disrespect.
I don't want to talk too much about it, but he can't stop drinking. And the more he drinks, he starts winking. You know what I mean? And that's a little bit of gay. You know what I mean? But I ain't here to say no. Hey, let's go, baby. Who starts, baby? That's what we do right here, dog. That's what we do right here. Hey, you a real one, brother. You a real one.
Appreciate
that
you,
you
dog.
just took that beat like, and you took it on
Appreciate
the
you.
pop. You know what I mean? And he said, I got this shit, dog. You came from the
you.
top of your head, bro. You had fun with it, dog.
Hell yeah.
There's levels to this shit, dog.
Levels to it.
Homie, I got badass rappers that come on here, dog, and they are doing fucking crazy numbers. They're doing this, that, and the other, but they couldn't do what 48 Ways just did on Hoodstocks, and that's from the top of the head, dog.
Hey, look, check this out. Check this out. I'll keep it real. Back before I got busted by the feds, homie, one of the homies I know fucking paid Game some dough to perform at the observatory in Santana, right? So we pull up, homie, because we the homies, we supporting the homie because he's doing his thing and he's booking big ass artists, and he ain't charging no little fucking artists or up and comers to sell tickets for them. They putting them out, you know. The homie spending 50 G's and he's getting the Game and Too Short to perform, you know, and the rest for promotion and all that shit, you know, that comes with it. And he's getting rappers and being like, all right, because he knows he's gonna make a lot of money.
Yeah. So
I've been in the patio with like Game, dog, freestyling, dog, going just freestyling with him, and him telling me like, you could rap. I seen Sugar Free back in the days. I used to see Sugar Free at QC's, the club QC's, and if Sugar Free knows, he knows I ain't playing, dog. QC's, dog. Sugar
Quiet
Free
Cannon.
invited me. They invited me to a few barbecues back then, dog, and I just couldn't attend because I was busy, you know, and music was just my hobby, right? Music was just my hobby, but I knew I could rap, you know. I knew I could flow. I knew I could write bars.
Check it out right now, real quick. I want to pee right now, but when I come back, I want you to spit a written verse. A cappella, no beat. I want to hear something that you've taken the time, thought into. Matter of fact, Mono, pull that mic to you real quick, brother. Help me out one time.
Acapella?
Bro. Yeah,
Acapella?
no, but let me pee real quick.
You don't gotta go to the bathroom. I'll spit it a cappella right now.
Hold on, bro. I
Gotta go to the bathroom.
I gotta go to the
All right.
Yeah. Mono, talk to him real quick, though.
That's right, my boy. Damn, crazy
hold
pushed
on,
out. Yo.
hold on. Before I do this,
Yeah.
before I go use the restroom, I want to say happy motherfucking birthday to Isaac Alonso from Team Alonso Boxing in Anaheim. Keep killing this shit, baby. Keep killing this shit, dog.
the homie from Anaheim.
Hoodstocks, Mondo
That's right.
Castillo, dog. The whole familia right here, dog. We got you, baby. And
right.
Mondo speaks big about you, dog. And he says you next up, dog. So if you next up, bro, you let us know when you need us, and we got
get
you,
it.
baby. Anaheim, stand the fuck up,
Anaheim,
dog.
stand up.
And that's Isaac Alonso, dog. Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, he's getting ready to go to national, so he's an amateur
Yeah.
boxer, but he's definitely gonna be a future champ. You know.
Hey, good for
Yeah.
him, dog.
That's right.
Good for him. We need to see more homies win. We on that movement. I've been yelling this movement since I was a kid, dog.
Yeah.
Like I used to tell people, dog, because I was on a label when I was a kid, dog, and there was like 15 artists on an independent label, and I was seeing the independent type shit back in the days, dog, when I was young and shit. I've been in the fucking. I've been at the Hilton, dog, partying with Wu-Tang when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I had fucking some dude from Killer Army, dog, that was producing for Wu-Tang and shit. And we're partying, taking girls over there, kicking it with them. But they were on some other level shit, dog. These dudes were fucking partying, dog, with like females with them and shit, and then like writing lyrics at the same time type shit. And I was like, damn, these fools are on another level.
Whole different level. Yeah.
Rap was just like fun for me, you know. It was just my hobby, you know. So I remember that dude from Killer Army. I just don't remember his name. And if I was ever to get a hold of my friend that I took, you know, to meet him, if I was, she might remember his name. But he told me, spit for me right now, and I'll sign you. And I looked at him and I was like, I'm not ready. Yeah. Because I knew they were I was on some just street shit at the time. You know, I wasn't nowhere. I can't be fucking writing lyrics fucking. Like, I don't know. They were on some other level shit. I seen Wu-Tang. I partied with Redman, fucking Method Man, fucking Ghostface, fucking, who else was there? I remember, as a matter of fact, dog, I took Ghostface Killa. Yeah. And that producer dude I'm telling you, they jumped in my whip and we went to I think it was 7-Eleven, dog, because we're in Hollywood. I think we went to like 7-Eleven, right? And I remember I put on Tupac and I put on Thug Life, you know, fucking the one I ain't got time for bitches. Gotta keep my mind on my motherfucking riches, right? And Ghostface Killer, dog, was like, yo, this is Pac? And I was like, yeah. And I was surprised as fuck because he ain't never heard it, you know? And I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, oh, and I remember him saying like, oh, that's that shit he did with them dudes from Oakland and shit, right? And I was like, yeah, you know, and that fool was like, oh shit, and I tripped out, you know, and I gave fucking Ghostface Killer a ride to 7-Eleven, dog, to get some blunts and some fucking 40s because he said he was tired of champagne at the fucking Hilton or whatever it is across the street from the House of Blues because they had performed there and shit. You know, so we ended up kicking it with him for like 3 days and shit, right? So I seen like fucking young, I seen rappers are like, damn, that's like, how the fuck you partying and writing lyrics at the same, like, you know, your focus has to be writing lyrics, dog. All that shit is just fucking, it just comes with it, dog. But there was dudes writing lyrics, listening to beats while fucking partying, dog. And I was like, damn, okay.
No,
okay.
they're with it. They're dedicated. You know,
that's some next level
nice.
shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's some next level shit. Yeah. And I was just, you know, partying and shit, you know, shit like that. So I was always fucking freestyling too, dog. You know, I would always freestyle. That's how I would come up with a lot of my songs and shit. You know. Watching their caliber, you know,
did that inspire you to like elevate more? Like,
nah, at the time, no.
No, not that time.
At the time, no.
Yeah.
Acapella.
Let's go.
Acapella. Let's go.
Down in my city, I'm known as Danger. Clutching my heat, accumulating paper. Initiated player, this shit is major. Y'all hating too much, man, I'll see y'all later. Hold that thought, I'll be back around. Some hate the fact that I'm so damn brown. If I were them, I'd probably hate me too. Rolling in my coupe looking absolute. Whatever the case, I gotta keep it 100. So much credibility, I can get them all fronted. Fly back the next day with a pile of cash. Pray to God the K9 don't find the stash. Cause I'm ready to mash, I might forget the lyrics. Fuck, I gotta freestyle cause I be forgetting my shit I'm written. Fuck, you got me on that one, dog. Cause I be forgetting the shit I write, dog. You know, but it's a cappella and a lot of lyrics I be forgetting. So that's why I freestyle when I get put on the spot like that. You know.
Got me on that one, dog. Our security guard loves fucking fresh hot dogs served off the motherfucking pallet. The boy can take so much dick. I don't know where I'm going with this, bro. Eggplant. Sorry about that. Hey, let's go, baby. Let's go, dog. I was just like, dog, let me pick this shit up. And I picked it up and I just dropped it right on the ground. Hey, Hood Stocks, baby.
Hood Stocks.
We live, baby. We got 48 ways, baby. Hey, let's go, dog. This has been dope, bro. This has been good. And I want to tell you this right now, dog. I want to say this to you. Sometimes I don't get it correct. I don't get it correct in the sense of this. There's been so many people that have been getting at me to have you on for like years already, bro. You know what I mean? And I've honestly, bro, I looked at you. I looked at you like a rapper, bro. You know what I mean? But you are far more than a fucking rapper, bro.
Yeah, I never wanted to really be a rapper. It was just my hobby.
I feel like it was you know what, bro? Don't even correct me if I'm wrong, but let me just speak my piece in the sense of this. Like, I thought you were just another fucking rapper that was trying to be on the podcast, dog. And I'm going to publicly apologize to you, brother, and say this has been a fucking great interview, brother. Thank you so much, dog.
Thank you
for your patience, brother. Thank you for your patience,
I appreciate
dog.
I appreciate the opportunity, dog.
This has
appreciate
been,
the
your
opportunity.
story is a good story, brother. It's a fun story. It's a real story, dog, and it has a lot of layers to your story, dog.
Yeah.
And I love you, and you tell your story well, brother. You know what I mean? And I love the art of just like storytellers, brother. You know what I mean? Storytellers in the sense of just like sharing their past, you know, what they've been through, and I think you've done it well today, you know, and I think that. You know, if your dreams of, you know, say a rapper doesn't come through, like, you have so many different options just because of what you've been through in your life. You know what I mean? You have options, you know, and you know, like the CEO mogul type thing for sure, dog. You know what I mean? Being a part of being instrumental in an upcoming record label for sure, dog. You know what I mean? Understanding you know, the powerful thing of $1. You know what I mean? Like, you got that, right? You did that. You were slinging them things, dog. You know what I mean? You know, so you bring a lot to the table, bro. You bring a lot to the table. And today, brother, you brought a lot to Hoodstock's table. And thank you, brother. 48 ways, baby. Let's go. 48 ways, dog. 48 ways. Hey, what would you like to do to what did Mondo do? What is Mondo doing over there? What are you doing, Mondo?
Hey, dog.
Yeah.
My son is a manager at Lids.
You guys hooked me up. Thank you, Mondo.
So I hit up my son. I said, hey, man, you going to be at work? He's a manager and shit. He runs a store. And shout out to Isaiah, man. He's a fucking excellent manager.
Your son.
And my son, dog, at the rate he's going, dog, he's gonna be fucking district manager and shit. And he's only 21, dog.
What's his name again?
Isaiah, dog.
King Isaiah. Isaiah, I want to say you, thank you, brother, for the hat, along with to your pops. Thank you for the fitted hat. You know what I mean? And this is no ordinary fitted hat. This is my favorite fitted hat. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you this right now, dog. And it's not because it was gifted to me, but for so many years, I have always bought the black on black LA hat. You know what I mean? And so not only is this one of my old school favorite hats of all time, don't play with it, but they embroidered the Hoodstocks on the side, dog. Thank you so much, brother.
That was Lids.
Yeah, Lids.
Yeah, we're trying to get our own Lids store.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're trying to get our own Lids, dog.
And so how can people support you right now, bro? Give all your shout outs right now while we fucking head the fuck out of this motherfucking greatness.
48 ways, Instagram, 48 ways, just like that. No exclamation, no nothing. You know, YouTube, 48 ways. On all platforms, 48 ways. On everything, 48 ways. Sometimes it changes to 2 S's instead of 1 on the ways. But Instagram, mainly, you know, I'm more on Instagram. Is 48
what's your
ways.
future, bro? What are you doing? What do you got coming up? And then people are going to go to your Instagram. They're going to follow you, and we're going to have thousands of people that are going to follow you. And but like, what will they should be expecting from you?
But since coming home, I got involved with the music. All right, let me just rewind a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Before I get busted, right? I'll give you an example. I'm having lunch with a good friend of mine, right? And we're having lunch, and I'm answering my phone, and yeah, I'll see you later, whoop, whoop, whoop. And I'm hanging up, and the homie is telling me, hey, dog, the game's over. Let me start this record label, dog, and you gonna be all right. And I was like, all right, cool, you know? And I was never, I was always like, I believed him, dog. I was like, yeah, all right, cool. Because he wanted to start a record label. And I knew he had the capability to do it, mind-wise. I knew that. So I'm like, all right, cool. I get busted, dog. And we fast forward now. So when I come home from the feds, he's already built a Grammy Award winning label.
Wow.
Shout out to Afinarte. And if anybody wants to check if I'm capping, fucking check Afinarte, dog.
You know what, bro? You're not capping, bro. Because you know what is funny about it is I've had real estate agents holler at me about you in the past. Now that I'm thinking about it, now that you're kind of just like reigniting my fucking horrible memory, But I've had a lot of dudes reach out to me, and these labels reach out to me about you, brother. So I know, and this is years ago already in regards to this, and back again, doggy. This has been a great podcast, brother. Yeah, I mean, and I hope this shines light on everything that you're doing, brother. I hope this right here, dog, introduces you to our section of supporters, that are gonna, they're gonna do the right thing, and that's to support the guys that we have on here,
Yeah.
And that's 48 ways right here, baby. Thank you, dog.
Thank you for having me, dog.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, dog. What's next? Well,
shit, I'm trying to work with because I since being home, I've tried to hooked up with artists out there and shit like that, and coming home to getting the opportunity with my boys label and shit, Afinarte, getting the opportunity to discover artists and get them signed and manage artists and shit. Since coming home and shit, it puts me, I love behind the scenes type shit, and I'm a homie, so I try to put people on. Right now, I'm trying to.
They gotta have talent, though.
Oh yeah, they gotta have talent, dog. Because there's one thing my homie said to me. He said, I just signed this. The first artist he signed that I took. He said, I just got this artist, right? He has to understand that he's in competition with the best in the world, and I'm like, and it hit me like, oh shit, like yeah, he's right, because he's got a Grammy Award winning label, dog. People ain't playing with him, like he fucking up there, but he's got a whole company, so there's layers to it, And I found a couple artists, managed them and shit, I got a song with one of the artists on there that I got to manage at a time, Squeezy Santana, shout out to him. We did a song with YBE. You just had the homie YBE on here.
He donated $5. What the fuck? $5 YBE, huh? You better stop playing with me, bro.
Hey, tell YBE to do the video with me, man. We got a song called "Let Me Get Paid."
He ain't done the video with you yet?
Nah, we ain't done the video. We ain't.
That's my G right there. I love YBE, and even though he did duelo us with $5.
That's the homie. That's a good ass homie, dog.
No, 100%.
Hey.
I loved it. You know what, bro? It took me a while to have him on here. Once I had him on here, I was just like, "Fuck, fool! I fucking love you, dog." And it was just another one of those things. Like, I apologize that it happened so long, but when the dots connected, it happens. And since YB has been here, he's just like fucking like love and respect to that dude, even though he only dropped us $5.
Hey, because the way the label works, my boy told me one time, the CEO of the label, he said to me one time, like, hey, to make a big ass song, you don't need to pay for the feature.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. So he put me in rooms with, people like Lupillo Rivera, Santa Fe Clan, Peso Pluma. I saw Cap G at the studio, fucking Sad Boy Loco, been
I hope
Drummer
I can have Sad Boy Loco on here one time, but he was at the height of his fucking career, and I was hollering at him. And this is the problem with some of you guys, bro. Hold on real quick, dog. Sad Boy Loco was at the height of his career. And, you can say Hoodstocks was at the height of a good moment in Hoodstocks, right? Because we've had our ups and downs, let's be honest, you know what I mean? Just like artists have their ups and downs, podcasts have their ups and downs. But I was at a height of Hoodstocks, you know what I mean? And, he was just a little bit too busy for Hoodstocks, you know what I mean? Or, it wasn't something that he wanted to prioritize in coming to Hoodstocks. But I'll say this, dog. Sad Boy Local, if you out there, you listening right now, listen to me and the homie 48 Ways chopping it up and shit, pull up, my G. Don't play with it, dog. I mean, pull up and let's connect, brother. You know what I mean? Let's have a conversation. Let's drink a couple brews, dog. Let's have a couple shots. Let's smoke a Lanio, dog. And let's do some crack cocaine together, dog. You know what I mean? You know.
Hey, shout out to the homie, dog. He doing his thing.
Yeah.
I met him at the studio, Rahim, dog. When he was right there. Hey, Sad Boy Loco got some stuff with Peso Pluma, dog.
That's dope. That shout out to Peso Pluma.
Shout out to Peso Pluma.
Dude, one of the hottest fucking Mexicano Latino artists in the world. Where he's in I seen him. He was in with fucking what are those dudes? Fucking the one dude got killed in Texas, and there's two more dudes. Amigos.
Amigos, I don't know.
What do they call the Migos?
The Migos.
I was saying Amigos.
Migos.
The Migos, dog. The Migos, dog. And he was in, bro, like, talk about being international and just like people finally respecting hip hop, finally respecting the arts of the Mexicano descent and what they have to provide. And it's fucking cool, bro. It's cool. No hate right here, bro.
Big shit. That's big shit.
It's big shit, dog. But everybody, 48 Ways. We were out of here, dog. Love you guys. Let's go.